Hello. How is it going, everybody? Welcome to another special debate. This one, arguably even more important than the tomboy debate, if I do say so myself. But let's get straight to the debate. Before we start, this is the first ever simulcast to both YouTube and Rumble. Now, let's get to the debate. Hello. Welcome to the Loli debate. All right, you are now live. So you two have quite a history of beef together.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up.
Yeah, it's let's do this. All right, so I think it all started back whenever I made a video about Rev Says Disu, where I basically called lolicons pedophiles because of what they jerk off to and what they constantly promote and what they seem to be so obsessed with.
Okay. You were a bit loud. I think I did lower it down. Okay, just in the future, before we switch to Rumble exclusive, PDF file, just to be safe.
Okay.
I don't know anymore. You know, sometimes you're just gonna get banned for no reason out here. But okay.
All right. Well, yeah, so I can explain it then, Mr. Anime, if you want to tell me your thoughts on this. Basically, I made this video. I said that, I think they're pedophile PDF files. I think that what they jerk off to is essentially, over-glorified cheese pizza. And that I think the people that are constantly defending are projecting. And because of that, this guy, I guess he's a big fan of Rev Says Disu, was tweeting about me back then. I recently made a tweet where I said, "Stop standing pedos, you freaks," which wasn't about lolicon at all. It was about the commentary community. Basically, there's this big debate going on where there's these two guys that are essentially PDF files. And I was like, yeah, I think that it's weird that these people are both defending these people yet constantly calling them out. Mr. Anime, I guess, somehow thought that tweet was about lolicons because nothing says you're not what that is other than, somebody mentioning that thing and immediately thinking that I'm talking about you. And since then, it's been kind of an ongoing thing. He's tweeted about me. I've tweeted about him. That's what it is.
Yeah. And we are getting in the chat. Mr. Anime, you are causing quite the echoes.
Well, my apologies because apparently, like I said, I'm actually just recording this off of my phone here. And hold on just a second. I just take off there we go. I had to take it off the YouTube because I was watching the YouTube video whilst debating like this. Mm-hmm. So anyway,
okay, hopefully
that should take care of the echo.
Hopefully, yeah, but yeah, to describe your side of the situation.
Well, let me just put it like this: there's actually one segment in Red's video where Grimsy actually said, and I quote, that he actually respects actual P files than he does lolicons because P files don't actually freaking have the need to actually play the victim whenever they get called out.
Well, that's a direct quote. Basically, yeah, at least you added the context there. It seems like every single time you or people that follow you bring it up, you seem to leave out that part where it's because they actually say what they are, right? Of course, whenever I was saying that, it wasn't I respect pedophiles, all that other stuff.
PDF
files, whatever. What I was saying is that it's fucking whack as hell that people that are so open about whatever the fuck they jerk off to are constantly saying, no, that's not me. And due to that, I think that at least what I had said is I think that I respect people that say what they openly are more than people that pretend they aren't something.
Yeah. Well, what is your response to that?
All I could say to this is, look, dude, you kind of actually made a massive Freudian slip with that little comment you actually had to make. So basically, that's on you.
What the fuck is a Freudian slip? What the fuck does that mean?
A Freudian slip is when you actually pretty much go and say something without thinking it through.
No, I mean, I did think it through. I said it in the fucking video, straight up. I mean, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah, basically, you freaking had a caught in 4K moment.
Such as what? What is the caught in 4K moment?
Saying you actually freaking respect P-files. Like, who in their right mind would actually freaking want to actually have respect for someone that I
never said that, dude. Oh my God. It's saying I have more respect for someone that openly admits what they are more than people that pretend that they aren't something. Do you understand that concept? Do you agree with that concept in every other situation other than the current situation? Do you have more respect for people that, even though they are a piece of shit or whatever, at least are saying, oh, this is what I am, rather than trying to constantly hide it? I'm not asking you this to try and own you or anything. I'm asking if you understand the basic concept of that and if you agree with it or not.
Look, all I can say is we actually need to learn the difference between fictional characters and real life.
Answer my fucking question, dude. Holy fucking shit. Can you answer the question? I asked you a pretty straight up question. Can you just answer that real quick and then you can go on and say what you were trying to say? Okay,
fine. Yes, I completely understand what you're saying, but you actually really need to learn that there is a difference between fictional characters and real life.
That wasn't the question. The question was whether you agree that typically you have more respect for people.
I said yes. Jesus.
So you typically do agree with that in every other situation but this one.
Look, you're actually just trying to jump down my throat here and, freaking putting words in my mouth, okay?
So I'm really not. I'm trying to make you clarify yourself.
Okay, let me just put it like this. You see, whenever people actually start accusing us within the Loli community of being P-files, it just kind of shows that, they're actually willing to freaking go out and, freaking push away any help or resources to actually help actual victims in need than, freaking chasing after people that like drawings. Do you not even care about the actual victims?
This is such a weird comeback from you. So you're saying that because I said that lolicons are pedophiles, I'm somehow hurting victims of child, abuse? You're alleging that?
Basically, how I'm saying this is these people, the ones that actually go out of their way just to actually say, lolicons are P-files, that just proves that they don't help people. Basically, whenever I talk about lolicons, I usually link nonprofit organizations to help actual kids in need.
I don't help people. Have you seen any of my videos other than the lolicon videos? Because I've called out people that, such as Scrimzox, Natigska, that have, I blew the fucking lid off that story. This person was sending what the fuck can I even say? All sorts of fucked up shit, not safe for work shit to people that were like 12.
Good save.
Like I could say, basically, if you're going to do stuff like that, basically, make sure that there are no minors on any platforms whatsoever. Basically, how I see it, if you're going to actually bring kids into, certain places that they shouldn't be, that should actually, raise red flags and let them know, keep the kids away from them. Like, if you actually see someone that actually says, under 18, do not interact, that should actually be, a message saying, if you're under the age of 18, do not interact with this person.
Okay. I don't understand. You just said that I don't care about victims or something, or that I'm diverting some sort of attention away from people. And I provided an example of me actually doing the opposite of that. And then you just said nothing.
Okay, let me just put it like this. What about people like EDP445?
Yeah.
You know how he actually freaking just went after Chris Tyson from Mr. Beast?
Okay.
Saying all this crazy ass shit because he's actually an actual kitty diddler.
Oh, so you're implying that I'm a kitty diddler. Is that what you're saying?
No. Basically, what I'm saying is...
It's okay, man. Take your time.
I know that... All right. What kind of examples do you have to actually show that you're willing to actually, help someone, per se?
I just told you. I can't at the moment show you because all my videos are private, but it's very well known knowledge. I had a video with over 20,000 views. The entire commentary community pretty much went in on this person that almost got away with it because they essentially scrubbed the internet of what they did. I blew the fucking lid off that. You ask anybody on fucking my entire community, they'll tell you the same fucking thing. I mean, if you want me to fucking unprivate the video and send it to you, I very much well could. I mean, for the year you've been saying the same exact shit, it's kind of weird you haven't even went out and seen that, because that was one of the more popular videos on my channel.
Yeah, I actually kind of had, like, you know, absolute no respect for you after what you said about Red Says Desu.
So you didn't watch any of my shit and just said a bunch of shit off the cuff?
Look,
I'm getting yes or no question, dude. Come on, just say yes or no.
What?
It's okay if you did. That happens. You know, sometimes you just hate people. To be honest with you, I haven't watched a ton of your content. All I know is that from the titles and thumbnails, you're always talking about Lolicon and always talking about the same fucking 10, 15 people about it and saying the same exact arguments that are just parroted from some other YouTuber.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's why I've actually tried avoiding drama, because basically I am not a drama channel. I tried doing my own thing, okay?
Did you just make a video on Mutahar?
Yeah, I had to make a video on Mutahar because basically we actually had to freaking say something about Mutahar. And basically, oh God.
Why you should boycott Opera GX? I mean, is that not drama, or what is that?
Basically, Opera GX is kind of like a hypocritical freaking thing, a service engine that actually had like Cyberpunk Edgerunners Rebecca, who's a Loli, mind you, and yet they actually decided to freaking walk back on, you know, having like Rebecca as like one of the background characters.
So you were calling them out for walking back their, like, I guess, showing of Lolicon? Is that what you're saying? Yeah,
because it kind of shows that, because they're just actually doing it so they can actually pander to freaking social justice weirdos.
So in a sense, you're making videos on drama.
And besides, I usually prefer, I make videos for drama as a last resort.
Okay,
my thoughts on EDP 445's video, my response to Chambers of My Heart, another company bends the knee.
So, okay, what you said earlier when you called Rebecca from Cyberpunk Edgerunners a lolly. So, like, okay, what would you define a lolly? How would you define it?
Basically, it's a short, petite person. And basically, it's not about age, it's about body type. Because there are actually women in Japan that actually have, you know, short, petite statures.
There's women worldwide that are like that, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There are women that actually might have, like, you know, short, childlike features.
So you admit that Lolicon is based on children, like the drawing is meant to imitate children's bodies?
No, you freaking jackass.
So why'd you say childlike features in regards to petite?
It's because it's freaking in the realm of fiction. Fiction! It's not based off of anything. Jesus Christ.
Wait, okay, I'm just trying to make this clear. You say that Lolicon is essentially petite women, which petite women in the art style that is drawn. In the art style it's drawn.
Body type that actually is based off of a art style, okay? In fact, you can't stop Lolicon because it's been a part of anime ever since anime was first conceived.
Oh, okay. So I don't have no problem with people watching anime where there's short characters or young characters, right? Or if people are actually, you know, like Dragon Ball Z or whatever, right? In terms you can understand, right? Like there's like Goku is he's a kid or something, right? Like I don't have a problem with that shit. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with characters being of that age. But it's very troubling to hear somebody jerk off to that consistently. That's pretty much all they jerk off to, right? And going so far with it, you constantly defend it both on Twitter and on YouTube all the fucking time. I mean, you yourself just said that it was like childlike features.
Freedom of speech and expression, the First Amendment.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't disagree with that. But I think that you're still, while I don't disagree that, sure, you can have it, I still think you're a PDF file, right? It's not that long ago, I think you were celebrating my ban from Twitter. Is that not, freedom of speech?
No, or celebrating your freaking ban from Twitter. Basically, all I gotta say is it sucks that you actually got banned from Twitter. It sucks that you actually had to freaking get your YouTube removed. But, you know, just actually know this. Sometimes there there are certain actions that require consequences.
Okay, and a consequence to you jerking off to Loli is me calling you a PDF file, right?
In fact, I'd actually would say, if you're actually going to accuse me of something, you should at least name a victim.
Name a victim. Well, I'm not saying that, you know, a PDF file is somebody that has necessarily done a kid, right? I'm saying it's somebody that's attracted to that sort of thing, right? You'd still call somebody that's like jerking off to CP a PDF file, right?
That's because basically, if you're actually jacking off to the real thing, then you're a P file. But
okay,
if you're actually freaking, but it's not just Lolis that I usually defend. I actually prefer defending all types of waifus.
All types of what?
All types of waifus, like all the female characters. Okay.
Yeah, and that's fine, man. I don't care if you defend any other shit in the book, right? But it seems like a constant thing you're talking about is lolicon. I mean, it's okay that you've publicly uploaded these videos, right? You've publicly uploaded these videos. You even went as far as to have your face in it. There's nothing you should be ashamed of if it's something that like you're willing
basically,
to do like that.
I don't care what I look like, and I ain't afraid to show who I am.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'm just asking why, whenever I'm asking you about the stuff that you've publicly uploaded, you're kind of sighing and like seeming like it's an issue.
That's because, you know, I'm actually just trying to freaking get my thoughts and opinions out there and try to actually see if I can actually, you know, because for me, YouTube is just like, you know, my way of actually relieving stress.
Okay.
And sometimes I just want to freaking just go back to doing all the fun stuff that I did, like, you know, watching anime, reviewing it, and stuff like that. But it seems like every time I actually do something, someone actually has to go and freaking start shit with me.
Well, that's not what happened, is you started shit with me. You went to a completely unrelated tweet to anything that you care about and quote tweeted that and said, and questioned how I'm still on YouTube. So I don't understand how you can sit here and say you're like some sort of victim or that, you know, people are always starting shit with you whenever you quite literally started this with me. I never made a video on you before whenever you were tweeting about me a year ago. I didn't even make a video on you until you fucking tweeted at me. So I don't understand how you can say that, like, you don't want to start the drama. I don't want to do this. These people are calling me these horrible things. And it's like, dude, like, you started this shit with me. It had nothing to do with anything you were talking about. You went to, I don't know if it was to grift or because you have such deep hatred for me or something, that you went to this and called for me to be deplatformed by YouTube, which you just fucking walked back. And when I got banned on Twitter,
no, I did not.
Yeah, let's pull it up.
Jesus.
Let's pull it up. You said, how are you even still on YouTube?
If you have the link, Grimsy, I can pull it up.
Yeah, let me send you a screenshot.
Okay.
Real quick.
Yeah,
I have to get it for my video because I'm fucking banned on Twitter, right?
Yeah, just but before, you know, I just Mr. Anime, you did make an appeal to the First Amendment. Would you argue that pornography should fall under free speech in the First Amendment?
Are you asking me or are you asking
both of you?
Sure.
Yeah, basically, as long as, you know, as long as it's actually consenting adults IRL, then yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I do have, okay. Grimsy just sent in the tweet. Here it is. So, yeah, Mr. Anime 343, Revy's husband on Twitter. How do you still have a channel? I mean, this just shows you're a cheap ass dime store Leafy is here clone who can't stand Rev says Desu and anyone who likes lines on paper.
So can you accept that you started that with me over something completely unrelated, right? And
yeah, let me just
that's how this entire thing started.
Basically, all of respect for Rev says Desu.
What?
Okay, like basically, you actually had to go and make 3 videos on Rev, and quite frankly, that was just uncalled for.
So I had I think around 6,000 subscribers at the time, and a 600,000 subscriber YouTuber made a video on me. I think that definitely warrants a response. In fact, I'm actually surprised I only made 3. Fuck, I should have made 10.
Yeah, well,
I mean, if anybody can take it on YouTube, can take several videos on them, it should be somebody with a platform that constantly talks shit about other people and constantly owns people on Twitter, right? I think he can handle 3 videos. Would you disagree?
Look, I can actually, let's just agree to disagree.
I mean, I'm just asking you a question. If you don't think that he can handle criticism and that I'm an asshole for saying what I said, that's fine. Just say it.
Yeah, sometimes it's best to actually freaking just get things off of our chest, so that way we can actually just go our separate ways. That's how I look at it. That's why I came to this debate, because we can actually just hash this out, and then basically we can just choose to go our separate ways.
Well, I mean, I don't understand. If this entire thing started with you tweeting at me for no reason, I hadn't even talked about Lolicon in over a year, right? And not only that, I mean, you spent fucking days in my replies on my old Twitter just constantly talking about it and liking tweets, replies to my tweets, just sitting there stirring about this shit whenever I hadn't even responded to you on Twitter in days.
Yeah, didn't you actually have your Twitter suspended for some weird reason?
Yeah, it was from mass flagging.
Huh.
Yeah, what does that have to do with it?
Just curious.
I mean, you made a tweet about it. You obviously know that it got suspended, so why ask? Are you trying to autistically say, "Oh, fuck you, it got suspended"? What?
Like I said, I was just freaking curious.
Okay. All right. I want to talk about too. There's been times where you've suggested that I'm a PDF file because I've criticized Loli. Can you explain that?
There's an old saying that goes, "Those who project the loudest clearly have something to hide."
And you think I'm projecting?
Yeah, basically, if you really want to go down that route.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about it all that we want. I'd love to talk about it because it's a very weird accusation to make, especially after fucking crying all day about how, no, people are calling me a PDF file because I publicly upload and talk about all the time this thing that even I admit is childlike features. And then it's like you care so much about baseless accusations and all this other stuff until you're throwing it at other people because you're mad.
Yeah, let me just put it like this. Newton's third law. Every action has an equal and or opposite reaction.
Okay. So whenever you cried about me making a video on you saying that I have more followers than you, should I just have cited Newton's third law? Or does that not apply to people that have smaller platforms? Or what are you trying to say?
We could actually just freaking use it on me, because I really couldn't care less. Because right now, I'm just actually at that point where I'm just not really caring right now. Because, I'm actually saying that I'm just done with the drama.
Why? I mean, you were more than willing to debate me a week and a half ago. In fact, you even called me out saying that I should have debated you. So now that I'm going and doing it, now you just kind of want to lay down and let it be?
Look, I'm just simply saying we've actually had some issues that we actually need to freaking hash out. Okay? In fact, it isn't really my forte. Look, I'll be honest here, okay? Debates are not my forte.
Me neither.
I mean, heck, I know that this isn't going to look good on Manic's channel here, but, it's best if we just, let this all freaking just play out and see where it goes.
Yeah, I'm more than fine with that. If you want to go ahead, man. Any argument that you have, please send it. Because right now it just is kind of like, I don't even know what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We can go ahead and make this a lot of this has been stemming from your drama, and we can just make it more strictly about the subject at hand. So
yeah, let's do that, because I'm done with the drama. So let's just focus on the topic at hand. So Manic, would you actually do the honors of actually asking any questions or something like that?
Yes, I will. So, is there a correlation between Loli and PDF philia? Go ahead, Mr. Anime. You can start.
Personally, no. In fact, how I see it, there's no correlation between the two, because you see, when Loli's actually come for something, it actually is based off of the creator's imagination.
Okay, but can you admit that the creator's imagination is typically inspired by real things? Art typically imitates life, right? Or life imitates art, whichever way you want to use that phrase. So you don't just go on paper and draw a fuckload of lines and say, this is just art. You draw a picture of something and say, this is what this is, right?
Well, you can actually make that same argument that freaking playing violent video games actually...
No. Don't just I asked you a yes or no question. Come on, dude.
Well, why don't you answer my question in return?
At all. Because you haven't answered mine first. This is how this works. I asked you a question. I mean, you can just say yes or no. Is art typically a reflection of life? It isn't just like some guy was like, I'm going to draw not a little girl, nothing at all, not even a person, not anything. I'm just going to draw lines on paper, and that it ends up looking like a little girl.
In fact, I'd actually would say no, because, I don't actually see any correlations between, real life children and, drawings.
Okay, so you're saying that art is just completely made up in his mind. He just went with a fucking pen and paper, started drawing lines, and next thing you know, it popped out the other end like that. That's what you're saying?
Yes. Yes.
Have you ever created art before?
I'm not a good artist, so no.
Okay, I have. And I know plenty of people that are artists. Typically, what people do is they look at a picture, okay, and they kind of draw inspiration from this thing. Or they are drawing a picture of something in particular. Right? I don't think that anybody went and started drawing the most degenerate lolicon hentai and started out with a fucking circle and was like, I guess I'm just going to draw these giant tits and ass here. Okay? The fucking 3 foot tall lolicon here. You know what I mean? Like, I think that it's pretty clear that somebody went into making that art with the specific saying, I'm going to make it like this, right? Like, they didn't just fucking start drawing and then it ended up like that.
As much as I actually respect that, I totally disagree.
But how can you disagree if you've never even made art? And furthermore, I mean, I don't even know how the fuck you can say that's not the case. I could get fucking 4 different artists in here right now and say that's not true. Fuck, I could fucking get anybody that is fucking drawn anything, that has drawn a fucking stick figure ever, and say that is not even true. And furthermore, if you're not even making art, why are you spending so much time defending it? You don't even make it. I mean, do you consume it on a regular basis?
Look, I actually enjoy freaking art as much as the next guy does, because it's supposed to inspire people. Heck, have you actually ever read freaking classic literature like Fahrenheit 451 or A Clockwork Orange or stuff like that?
Have you ever read the Iliad? I have. It actually is classical literature. It's one of the oldest books of all time. And let me tell you, it's fucking retarded. Like, dude, okay. Okay, dude. Let's just discuss this real quick. Even things like Fahrenheit 451, is there a message between that? Is that it? I mean, I've read the book, right? It's about tyrannical governments and stuff, and it's based off of real life, such as the big bad guy from Austria or Stalin. And the idea is that suppressing this freedom of speech and that sort of thing, basically leads to this dystopian reality. Would you agree with that takeaway from Fahrenheit 451 and other classical literature?
Yes, as a matter of fact, because I've actually listened to the audiobook of it.
Okay, I've read it. Yeah.
One thing I actually have to say, the message about it, it's about Guy Montag actually trying to go from a book-burning fireman to a book-reading rebel. Because, you see, it actually talks about, the difference between being oppressed and being free.
Okay, but the entire point of you bringing that up, right, is saying, okay, so they are stemmed from something that is real, right? This fictional book, completely made up. This never happened. It's not history. Stemmed from a very real crisis in a very real government, in very real tyranny, and the author's opinions on that tyranny becoming horrible for society. Can you accept that?
Yes.
Okay, so typically art stems from an idea or something that already exists, and then they go off of that. Is that acceptable? Can you agree with that?
To an extent, yes.
Okay, now for Lolicon, please don't let your brain break here, goes from, in the most charitable representation, petite women, and the least charitable perception, toddlers, and stems from that and then draws it. Is that fair? You can pick which one you'd rather run with, but I mean, I definitely, if I were you, I wouldn't go for the latter.
It's the former.
Okay. All right. So you say that it does actually it is inspired by something that's real, right? Even though it's fake, even though it's fiction, it is inspired by something that's real.
Okay, let me just put it like this. Yeah, everything actually does come from something.
Yeah.
But you see, you actually have to have inspiration to do something.
Okay. What is your inspiration for jerking off to lolicon? I'm just asking.
Oh.
Is it to get off? Which is fine if it is, right? I mean, that's essentially what everybody jerks off for, right?
Wow. That just kind of escalated real freaking quickly, but...
Why?
I
mean,
want an answer
something innately sexual. I'm just asking you a personal question. I mean, you seem to go on and on about it in YouTube videos. I mean, you say you're not ashamed of who you are or any of that and constantly go on about it. So just answer the question. It's not really that personal. You go and talk about it all the fucking time.
Okay, you really want to know? It's because, I actually prefer just enjoying things that I like most without people actually freaking being so judgmental.
So why do you post it on the internet?
Heck, I ain't got nothing to hide.
Okay. So whenever people are inevitably judgmental because you posted something to the internet, and then, like, I don't understand where this, like, kind of victimhood is coming from.
From my friends,
Huh?
I usually like to post things with just as, like, freaking between me and my friends.
Well, you could always make it unlisted and then send them the link. You decided to make these videos public. Every time you upload a video on YouTube, you have to hit the public button.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, so if you wanted it to just share between your friends, then why did you make it public?
Well, let me just simply put it like this. Because I can.
Okay. Okay. So, do you think that it is retarded for somebody to publicly make shit available and then cry whenever people talk about their publicly available information?
Look, we all make freaking mistakes, okay? Sometimes we just gotta learn from them.
And what are these mistakes that you have to learn from? I'm just asking.
The mistakes that I've actually made are actually picking fights with stupid people. Like, there's an old saying, never underestimate a group of stupid people because they'll just drag you down and beat you with experience.
I agree. I feel like I'm losing here. I just feel like I'm in an alternate reality. This is getting really autistic. I'm asking you really point blank yes or no questions, and you go, listen here, you're a retard. Like, come on, man. You wanted to debate about this. Let's talk about it. I didn't fucking prepare for this. I didn't go and read fucking a million, all this other shit. I didn't watch all your content. I mean, did you?
Besides, I actually just stand by what I say. In fact, that's
so you stand by you saying that lolicon includes childlike features. Is that a yes or a no?
I mean,
don't twist it.
I'm actually gonna still. I'm not twisting anything. Damn it.
Then yes or no.
If you're just gonna be like that,
question. Why? What did I even do?
Why? You're freaking just being such a jackass right now.
How? You fucking saying how I should be banned on YouTube, and as soon as I got suspended, we're like, I don't support deplatforming, but it couldn't have happened to a better guy. Like, come on, dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
Words on my mouth. You're just putting words on my mouth. So
you're right. Let me get the exact tweet. Send me your Twitter. Let me see it real quick. I'll pull it up. Don't delete it. I mean, hopefully, don't pull up on stream, Manic, because you're going to be ass blasted with, suspicious drawings of people with childlike features.
Yeah, I'll wait until I'm sending the link. But I think while somebody is searching for that specific tweet, another thing I want to ask is the Shadman question. For those that don't know, Shadman is prominent for drawing real people. Some of them, sometimes they're underage, but it's a drawn depiction of real people in a sexualized manner. Would that be defended under the lolicon argument? That is just a drawing.
No. We do not own. We in the lolicon community do not own freaking Shadman. Okay, heck, I don't even condone what Shadman did.
Can you elaborate on what he did that you found objectionable?
Basically, freaking.
I'll be right back.
Bless you. But anyway, like I was trying to say, he actually freaking made artwork of Keemstar's daughter. That is just like freaking. That is just wrong.
So the thing that distinguishes it from Loli, you're saying, is that it's the fictional character versus real person in a animated format, for example.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, we do not own freaking Shadman.
Okay. Yeah. Glad we got that cleared up. Yeah, so
Let me just butt in here really quick. Why do you speak as a collective for all lolicons?
Look, I don't speak as a collective. I only speak for myself.
Then why'd you say we?
Basically, there are other people besides myself that actually don't own Shadman either.
Well, who cares, right? I mean, it's just your opinion, right? Holy fucking shit, dude.
What?
What the fuck? I'm trying to look through your tweets. Holy shit. Fucking page after page, man.
So
how long have you been on Twitter? I'm not trying to own you. I'm asking you a question. Just saying, okay? So don't get it twisted. I'm just simply asking you.
Way too long.
Okay. Several years?
I think it says the year on his profile, right? It should for every Twitter
I'm
account.
fucking scrolling back to the top. I'm trying to find this shit.
Yes. Okay. So while he's still looking, Mr. Anime, would every principle that you would defend Loli for, would you also defend Shota for?
Yeah, because basically, that's just the thing. People actually say that Loli's are actually problematic, but yet, crickets when it comes to Shotacons.
Here, I got you the tweet. I found it.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you pull that up on screen real quick?
Yes, I can.
So, in what way of you not celebrating my ban is a W for you? I mean, it says here, and it's. Let me finish real quick. It's okay. I'm just clarifying because I feel like this is going nowhere. I feel like I'm speaking to a fucking wall. And it seems that Grimsy here has his account suspended because of some stupid reason. I don't know what, but this is definitely a W for us.
Basically, let me just put it like this. You get what you give.
You get what you give. So you would typically get several thousand images of little girls, drawn little girls, spreading their ass cheeks on your Twitter page.
Well, let me just put it like this.
Okay. Take your time. It's okay.
Okay. But look, I'm just saying is, if we actually that shit were illegal, wouldn't we actually be in jail by now?
I've walked that take back a year ago. I said that I never said, none of my arguments were about legality. I think it's pretty clear to everybody on planet Earth that legality and morality aren't intertwined. Is it moral for a woman to take half of a man's fucking salary and total wealth because he decided to marry a dumbass? Is that moral? Because it's legal.
Yeah, I know it's legal, but it's actually it depends.
Well, here's what I'll say. I'll provide you with an example, okay? So there's some dumb bitch, okay? 10 out of 10, super hot, all this other stuff, but a horrible fucking person. And she marries Jeff Bezos, okay? And she does nothing to help him grow his business. She's not a part of him making his wealth and owning Amazon. But she married him and put a ring on her finger for 3 months and then decided, fuck him, I'm going to take half his money. Would that be moral?
I don't think that would be moral.
But it is legal.
Yes.
Okay, so morality and legality are not intertwined, right? I mean, in certain cases, they are, like killing somebody, you go to jail. But I think that just to say something's legal or illegal doesn't necessarily mean it's moral or immoral. So I can say that somebody jerking off to lolicon is immoral and it's not being illegal and it's still being a perfectly fine take.
But yeah, freaking people will actually just say that freaking lolicon is the form of pedophilia.
Well, whenever you describe it as things like childlike features, it's hard to not say that.
So Grimsy, well, my question to you is, do you think there should be legal action against those who spread and consume lolly content?
I think that they should be put on a watch list. I think that they should be watched a little more carefully than other people, right? Because I think that if you're somebody who goes and consumes this type of thing, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're a pedophile. It doesn't mean that you're going around and fucking kids. But I think that it's pretty fucking weird. And I think that anybody that knows anything about fucking anything can say that definitely people that pursue that type of content, people that constantly talk about that type of content, probably have something going on and should be under closer watch. Doesn't mean that they're definitely doing something, but I think that there's warning signs for this sort of shit, right? And I think that's a pretty fucking respectable take.
Right, your response?
Think Mr. Anime 343 should be butt fucked in prison. I think that maybe people should just be kind of like, hey, this guy's going online and constantly talking about all this other shit. Maybe we'll just watch him a little bit. Not because, you know, I support tyrannical governments or anything, just because I think that it's necessary to have a safe society. I think that's been said many times. I think it's a precaution that you need to take to, you know, protect kids.
Okay, what's your response to that, Mr. Anime?
I would say this. Basically, if you actually really think that we actually need to be on watch lists because we tell the difference between freaking fiction and reality, I think that's actually more like a you problem because you're the one that's actually pushing this, like, you know, being put on freaking watch lists for some stupid ass reason. Because, you know, we can differentiate fictional characters from real people.
Yeah, fictional characters with childlike features that you jerk off to and you love so much that you're retweeting 86,000 fucking tweets. Yes? No?
Wow.
Am I being me?
Basically, dude, 86,000 tweets. Dude, there's more to just that, okay?
What? I couldn't hear you. I'm being serious. I just didn't understand you.
Okay, you really think that basically all I gotta say is this. Look, I understand where you're coming from. It's just absolutely ridiculous that you're just going around saying stuff like that. Like, where do you get off on this?
Where do I get off? Nowhere on it. You came after me. What? I mean, is having an opinion so bad? I mean, what about freedom of speech?
Because you actually decided to go after Red statue. Like,
a fucking year ago and never even said anything about it. And furthermore, who even cares if I go off on Rev Says Disu? It's my channel. It's my First Amendment rights, right? I mean, you should support for the First Amendment whether or not it benefits you. If you don't, then you don't support the First Amendment.
Okay.
Yeah, so all I could say is, as much as I actually disagree with what freaking Grimsey is saying, I still respect what he says. Like, you know,
respect is so much you support my deplatforming, right?
As much as the pains need to say, you know, we just actually we all need to learn something.
Okay. Has this been a learning experience?
Yeah, sometimes, you know, this has actually just become nothing more than a giant shouting match between the two of us.
I disagree. I've actually found out many good things. I found out that you read Fahrenheit 451 and other classical literature.
Except I didn't read it, but I listened to it through audiobook. So, I mean, I've been listening to Audible, and I've also been listening to A Clockwork Orange, the original 21 chapter of Clockwork Orange.
Do you think I'm a liberal? What do you think I am? Like, where do you think my politics lie? Do you think I'm some sort of liberal or SJW or that I hate the right? Because I can guarantee I have a Make America Great Again hat on my floor, brother.
I'm actually an apolitical libertarian. How I see it, if your freedom of speech doesn't trample on my freedom of speech, then we're good. But if it does, then we have a problem.
So why would you support my deplatforming and call it a W? I mean, am I taking away your right to speak? I think ratioing you on Twitter has no impact on your right to speak. I just think it makes you look like a retard, which is fine. People are allowed to look stupid.
Yeah, I'm not the brightest bulb in the shed here, so I'll admit that.
Okay. What the fuck question did I even ask him? What the fuck was that answer? Here, let me... Okay, so okay. Let's talk about this real quick, okay, bud? Let's just run through this another time.
Okay, remember, if this conversation can only continue on Rumble...
No, it's fine. Nothing bad's gonna happen, all right? They're fine, okay? It's okay. Don't worry. You've went on Twitter publicly, insinuated that I'm a PDF file... you called for my deplatforming, basically attacked me out of nowhere on a tweet completely unrelated to anything you were ever talking about. And also say that you're a victim because I made a response and that you have a smaller YouTube channel than me. And that you support freedom of speech even though you apparently don't. I mean, the fundamentals of freedom of speech, right? And if you don't believe in freedom of speech, now's the time to say it. Because freedom of speech means that anyone can say fucking whatever, which is why I'm not a free speech absolutist, right? I think it's very fucking easy to say that you believe in free speech, but I mean, do you believe that people that are saying some insane shit and are calling to violence should be able to just say that? And those actions and harmful effects just happen? And I'm not saying this is like, oh, if somebody says the F slur, the dreaded joke, that's happening. I'm talking about people actually saying, hurtful things, not hurtful, fuck that, calling for violence. Right? That is why I'm not a free speech absolutist. I'm not a free speech absolutist. Are you?
Look, I actually believe that, nobody should actually go and make death threats to other people or actually freaking call for acts of violence against others due to, what their stances are or what their color of their skin is.
But should they be able to say it? I know it's immoral for them to do that and it's bad, but should they have the legal right to say it?
Basically, yes. But,
Okay. So people can call violence and people can do all that sort of stuff. You don't agree with it, but they should legally be able to do it. They should have the right to say it. But calling lolicon in quotations pedo shit is not.
Because there's that huge line between fiction and reality. In fact, there's a special term that we like to use. It's actually called scatophilia, which is actually,
clitophilia?
Sexual attraction, scatophilia or tombophilia.
Can you spell it? I just heard clitophilia.
Okay, hold on. It's actually spelled SCHED.
SCHEDO or A? I. Scatophilia, that one? In which a person is sexually attracted to cartoon characters. Okay, so you are a scatiophiliac.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any interest in actual women or just cartoon characters?
Yeah, I do actually have a interest in real IRL women that are actually grown up.
Okay, dude. Why the fuck would you say that? Okay, dude, you're actually crucifying yourself. I don't understand why. Why would you add that last part? Because then it just makes everything sound like what you're actually jerking off to is of not grown-ups, right? Is that what lolicon is? Because if it is, I don't think anyone's agreeing with you.
Yeah, basically, like I said, fiction and reality do not correlate.
English! Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, dude, I think, why don't you take a break? Why don't we take a 5 minute? Let's take a 5 minute break real quick. I'm gonna mute Mike. I gotta smoke cigarettes. I'll be back.
Very cool. Okay. I'll deafen. Okay, so I shouldn't be laughing. All right, welcome to the 5 minute break. And during this 5 minute break, let me introduce you to some very cool stuff. As we said, this is the first ever simulcast of both the Rumble and YouTube. So let me pull that up. And you just so you can simply go to rumble.com/manic. I will be doing more exclusive content on Rumble. Thank you so much for 300 followers. Okay, I literally just refreshed the page. 10 more followers on the Rumble. Very cool. Let's go. So if we go right here. Yeah, 311 followers. That is rumble.com/manic. This is my channel on Rumble. And while we're going with that, let's go to my new merch store. That is right. I got a new merch store that you can check out. The link is in the pinned comment. And as you can see, this is going to be the merch store to go to for now on. The other two, I'm going to abandon those, if not just completely shelve those altogether. Just it's like, dude, look, it's we got the trucker hat. We got the Manic trucker hat, dude. Goes hard. It goes hard, dude. It goes hard. Yeah, I got the nets in the back. Yeah, so yeah, make sure you go to the merch store in the pinned comment. Okay, let me read some chat real quick before we before we go back in. Okay, Grimsy says after shilling, let me shit talk again. All right, yeah, I'll undeafen. I'll undeafen. But yeah, definitely. And also, we are proudly sponsored by the Dragon's Treasure Tea and Coffee. If you want some good anime inspired tea or coffee, this is the place to go. And you can use code MANIC for 10% off your anime branded tea and coffee. This is all of these are great ways to help support the channel. And you might have noticed there's no way to super chat. All right, well, we got to diversify away from YouTube. Super chat feature will return. I'm already seeing more people in the Rumble chat. Let's go. Poggers, bro. So let me link all this stuff and also go to the description if you want to find Grimsy or Mr. Anime 343's Twitter. So that is the Dragon's Treasure. I just realized I should be linking on both Rumble and YouTube now. I have to get in that motion. So if you want to help support the channel, buy some merch or of course buy some of the Dragon's Treasure tea. These guys been sort of pouring me the whole way through. But I think let's get Grimsy back on. Let's see. let me go back to there we go. All right. Let's see who has anything to say. Okay. All right. You guys back? Has a 5-minute break?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
All right. So let's just make it simple, okay? We've agreed that lolicon is not illegal. It's very legal, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, it's legal. So can you tell us why you're interested in lolicon? Why specifically lolicon? Why not just regular hentai?
I usually do like regular hentai as well. That's why I say I'm an all-around kind of guy.
But you identify as a lolicon, right? I mean, you speak as if you're in the community saying we and stuff like that, right? So you are a lolicon, right?
Depends.
Yes? No?
Depends.
I'm sorry, you cut out.
What? You don't understand what depends means?
No, you're cutting out. It's just a yes or no question. I mean, you enjoy lolly, right? Like, so you're into lolly. You've called yourself a lolicon.
Into anime in general.
Yeah, but you've.
I'm actually just into anime in general.
Yeah, but you have an interest in lolicon. You talk about it constantly on YouTube. You've even challenged me to this debate based on your support of it.
In fact, I also did a debate through another YouTuber by the name of Dante's Rant Room.
But I'm not really interested in that. I'm just asking you, can you say that you're a lolicon? I mean, you say it all the time online, so I don't understand why you're having such a hard time saying it right now.
Why do you want me to say it? Why do you want me to say that?
Just established. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, right? You've come out and defended it like crazy. I mean, shit, you've just said several times in this stream that you are. I'm just asking a yes or no question. I'm not trying to own you, okay? I even fucking let you take a break because I was like, damn, maybe I'm going too hard on this guy.
It makes you feel like you're trying to own him.
What? I just need you to speak up a little.
It does make you feel like you're trying to have like a aha gotcha moment. Try to actually freaking make me into your goddamn lol cow.
You think I'm trying to make you into a lol cow? If I was trying to make you into a lol cow, I would have fucking. I would be making videos on you every day. Fuck, I'd be going in through your docs information right now if I wanted you to be a lol cow. I'm not doing that. I'm trying to civilly talk to you. I'm in no way am I trying to own you. I don't think you understand. So basically what just happened is I took a break because you faltered and sounded like maybe I was hitting a little too close to home. So I let you kind of calm down and collect your thoughts because I kind of felt bad. In no way is that me trying to own you and take you out. Like, dude, if I wanted to fucking own you, I would have kept drilling your ass whenever you were fucking shutting down. I'm trying to reestablish what it is because we're on a live stream and not everybody's like people are coming back in and stuff like that. So just answer the fucking question, please. Are you a lolicon?
Like I said, it depends on like what mood I'm in.
Okay. Yes. The answer is yes.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And you're putting words in my mouth.
I'm not putting anything in your mouth. You fucking say it on Twitter every fucking day.
Yeah, it sounds to me like you're actually putting words in my mouth there, dude.
So when every time you quote that video from a year ago, are you putting words in my mouth? Is that you acting inappropriately? Is that you being a dick?
Look, you said you wanted to be civil. I'm trying to be civil and professional, but yeah, you know.
I'm just flipping the question on you because it seems like every single time I try to ask any sort of fucking question, as nice as I be, you just fucking go around and are like, fiction versus reality. Like, come on, dude. I'm hearing Rev Says Disu's talking points over and over and over and over and over again. You're a fucking person. You have your own opinions. Let's hear them.
If you want to know what my opinions are, my opinions are that this is the hill I'm willing to die on. Okay?
Okay.
I actually am for creative freedom. I am for people actually, willing to actually speak their minds and actually show that, what they want to support should be supported.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I do just got I believe it's called a Rumble rant on Rumble. It's basically the Rumble equivalent of a super chat. So thank you, Captain Rogers, for $1. He says, could have brought up the reset the clock other taboo subjects like BDSM or video games, because violence, the fact may antis are found to be nonsense, taboos, the lack of evidence that proves lolicon as bad.
So you're just repeating talking points too, Mr. Random Chatter on Rumble? What you're trying to say is that because I think that jerking off to, as somebody who is a fucking lolicon has said, people that aren't grown up, drawings that aren't grown up, saying that is some sort of like bad thing, is saying that violence in video games causes mass shootings? Are you fucking high? Lay off the crack. I don't even understand how anything of what I'm saying is that. Oh my God, you're so fucking one-dimensional. Your entire community is so one-dimensional and stuck in their own fucking brain of fiction versus reality. What the fuck did this other guy say? What, 4chan? That you can't even fucking engage in a genuine conversation because you're so stuck up in your head is so far up your own fucking ass. You're saying nothing. Anyway, thanks for the $1.
Yes, thank you, Captain Rogers, for the $1. Feel free to super chat on Rumble, and I'll be sure to bring it on the stream.
Mr. Anime, why are you attracted to lolicon in particular? Is there any reason why, or do you just get hard to it? You there?
Mr. Anime? Is he still there?
You alive? Maybe took my advice. Maybe he's smoking a cigarette.
Oh, wait.
Grimsy said a lot for a $1. Yeah, I'll say fucking anything for anything. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'll say that shit for free.
Another reason to go to Rumble.
He left? No, he didn't leave. He's still in the call.
Yeah, the contemplating about what you're actually saying or did. Basically, I was just lost in thought, so...
What?
Yeah, I just actually needed to take a few moments just to actually kind of recalibrate myself. So,
okay.
That's why I actually kind of went radio silent.
Okay, well, what is your response to number one, the super chat, and number two, Grimsy's response to the super chat? I did post the super chat.
Basically, it's because I don't have either Rumble or freaking. I don't have YouTube or freaking Rumble pulled up.
Yeah.
So
The super chat is like I posted the screenshot in the Discord chat. If you want me to,
hold on, I gotta freaking see this.
Yeah, if you want me to repeat what he says, Captain Rogers says, could have brought up the reset the clock. Other taboo subjects like BDSM or video games cause violence. The fact may antis are found to be nonsense. Taboos, the lack of evidence that proves lolicons are bad.
I mean, well, to be honest, in Mr. Anime's defense, that fucking is a schizophrenic rant. That's the ramblings of a schizophrenic. So if he can't respond to this, I don't blame him. Go ahead, bud. Floor is yours.
Yeah. Anyway, like I was trying to. You done?
Oh, been dumb.
Anyway, before I got really cut off, like I was trying to say, I totally have to agree because basically, we're actually just dealing with the double standards of certain things. Like, people saying, like the Jack Thompson or the Anita Sarkeesian argument, saying freaking violent video games actually, cause real life people to actually freaking, commit real crimes.
That's not what I'm saying. Can I clarify to you what I'm saying? What I'm saying is I think that people that watch this sort of shit and jerk off to it probably have a higher tendency to be interested in real children. Not that it's making you do anything, but if you're interested in that sort of content, there's a higher possibility of you being a PDF file. Just like saying, if you play violent video games all the fucking time, every single day, fucking every time you wake up and go to sleep, maybe there's something there. I don't really agree with that, to be honest. But I think there's something to be said, too, about the reaction you get from killing a fucking enemy in Halo versus coming. Do you understand there's a difference? That, like, there's a brain difference. There's a difference in your brain in the neurons that are firing off whenever you fucking orgasm versus getting a kill in Halo. Can you agree that is a thing?
Unless you actually have scientific proof to back that up.
You think that having an orgasm and killing somebody in Halo is the same amount of brain activity?
Where's the studies for those? I mean, do you have anything to back up that claim?
Sure. I'll look some up right now.
While you're looking those up, can I read a couple more Rumble rants while we're at it? Okay, yeah. So month of June for $2 says, can you talk about Opie lolly and other forms of lollies? In my opinion, I find it disgusting. My question is it less PDF if they don't put an age onto the character? That is from month of June for $2. And also Captain Rogers made a response to you, Grimsy. For $1 says, so here's the thing, Grimsy, you bring no actual evidence in your videos. Also, childlike does equal child. Hell, being short can be considered a childlike feature. You're saying that to paint this hurts. So, okay.
Is that what it said?
Yeah, I posted both.
I'm saying that to paint Jesus. So here's the thing, Grimsy. You bring no actual evidence in your videos. Also, childlike does equals child. Hell, being short can be considered a childlike feature. You're saying that to paint Jesus, this hurts. English! Speak fucking English! Anyway,
wow.
Dude, I mean, I don't even think, Mr. Anime, this guy's on your side. Can you understand this motherfucker? Because if you can, honestly, you might be the smartest man on planet fucking Earth. Because this is the ramblings of a schizophrenic.
You're cutting in and out.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, is this better? Okay. All right. Where the fuck were we? You asked me to bring up scientific studies to show you that it feels different to orgasm than to get a kill in a video game. Right? That's what you asked?
Yep.
Yes?
Let's see it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, take a huff from my vape. Yeah, I will. Give me a second.
Okay, should I read another super chat?
No, like, I just want you to understand, too, dude, that you're making yourself look like a fucking retard right now. Like, saying that, like, seriously suggesting that getting a kill in a video game is the same as an orgasm is fucking insane. Do you even come?
Are you going to answer his question?
Wow. I don't feel any comfortability actually answering that question. So basically,
you talk about it all the time. You literally make videos on it. Answer the question.
Whoa.
I can't even hear you. I can hear you saying bullshit.
I was saying whoa. I was saying whoa multiple times because that is a freaking line that should not be crossed.
That is crossing the line. You posted publicly on Twitter. Do you come? Whoa! Sorry, dude. Listen, I'm kind of trolling you right now. Dude, you post online. I go through your Twitter. There's thousands of fucking tweets of assholes. Okay, you obviously come. Stop pretending like you're some fucking crazy conservative. Like, oh, I don't want to talk about cum. You talk about it all the fucking time. That's all you post on Twitter. Come on, dude. What the fuck? Do you think I want to fuck you or something? Because Jesus, I don't. I'm just asking you a fucking question.
Jesus Christ. You're just freaking going absolute bonkers here.
I'm going bonkers.
Okay. Yeah, you're going bonkers.
I am crazy. I'll let you know. I'm fucking schizophrenic, dude. Just a little bit.
Oh, good to know. Basically, yeah, I am on the autistic spectrum, and I actually happen to have Asperger's disorder.
Okay.
Just so you know.
I figured that out about an hour ago, but okay.
Okay.
It's okay. Let's. Okay, yeah, dude.
I do
know
have
you
a
might
super
think
chat.
it's inappropriate to talk about you jerking off for some reason, but you talk about it all the time. So just answer the fucking question, man. If you think that it will make you wrong, walk it back. That's what grown-up adults do, is whenever they say something stupid, they say, fuck, man, I was kind of a dumbass. I've done that in several videos, including the ones on Lolicon that you haven't watched. Could you be an adult and maybe walk that back real quick? Because I think that everybody and you know that fucking orgasming and coming versus getting a kill in a video game is two completely different things. And the only reason you're pretending it is to conflate a retarded argument to make me seem like some sort of idiot while saying that I'm the asshole.
Wow. Just wow. I mean, basically, this is actually just pure entertainment right here. I really have to give you that.
I agree. You've provided so much free entertainment, and I've ran with it. That's the point of this stream.
Okay, so can I read?
Do you think if I wasn't fucking yelling at you and screaming at you and talking to you about coming, we'd have 63 fucking viewers right now? Jesus fucking Christ. If this was another Rev Says Disu re-upload, it'd have 3 viewers. And one of them would be you, one of them would be me, and the other one would be Manic. So yes, I'm playing it up for entertainment.
Yeah.
Amazing social awareness.
Okay, I do. Okay, before we continue on,
video games back on topics.
No, okay, but okay. Thing is, I do have a super chat or a Rumble
Or
rant.
can we actually just talk about something else?
Yeah, let me read the super chat. Let me pat the guy. Oh,
you wanted to debate? Let's hear it.
Okay, so Captain Rogers for $1
actually,
says,
why don't we let Manic actually choose the next question? Because freaking this is his stream. So
okay,
no,
I have
one that actually
his stream is he's having us on for a reason. I mean, come on, man. Let's just ask a question. I mean,
both
you're pretty knowledgeable about the subject. You've made how many of you've made fucking 500 videos on YouTube about it.
Okay, both of you calm down. Both of you calm down. I have like 3 super chats I have to read. Okay, 2. Okay, 4 super chats.
Just go back to talking about anime and stuff like that, and
Okay.
In my recent video, I've actually had to talk about fan service in anime.
What? You're asking me about fan service in anime?
Look, I had to freaking do a video talking about fan service in anime. I like how all these people actually say that, oh, fan service in anime is actually kind of kills the experience for all of us.
Okay. I want you to look at Manic's stream. Manic, could you please pull what I'm sending you on stream?
All right. Okay.
and just look at this on stream.
Sorry for the 4 super chats.
Tell me when you pull it up.
I can't because apparently.
Well, the title of the video is the Loli Debate. The publicly available video that 67 people are watching right now is titled the Loli Debate. You invited me to debate you on LollyCon. Why do you want to speak about something else?
Look, all I can say is this. Sometimes there are stances that you need to take, and basically, I chose to die on this hill.
Yeah. Which is honestly fucking stupid, but go ahead.
Yeah, in fact, okay, this guy actually reminds me of the whole freaking dance that freaking waifu watchers did, saying freaking having them dance around with some anime waifus because they're quote-unquote underage and stuff like that.
What? Buddy, it's called, what I just said to you was it's called the Loli Debate. Why? What the fuck? You want to talk about Loli? You're a fucking lolicon, obviously.
Yeah, so.
Right? Yeah. So ask me a question about lolicon instead of pawning it off to Manic because, I don't know, maybe you have nothing else to say. It's fine if you don't. You can say that.
Look, I actually haven't had enough sleep, okay? That's why I actually haven't been freaking, myself as of late.
I just worked an 11-hour shift. I do manual labor. Can we,
Oh, okay. I think this would be a good time to read.
How many hours of sleep did you get last night?
Fuck.
About 4.
4? Okay. How many do you typically get?
Yeah. I try to get about 8.
Okay. All right.
Okay, can I read super chats now?
So, do you need a couple minutes to collect your thoughts, or?
You know what? I'm just gonna call it good here. So.
Okay. We do have quite a few super chats. We have quite a few super chats to read.
Okay. Well,
I have people on my Twitter DM saying that they want to talk to you, Mr. Anime.
All right.
Would you be down to talk to other people, or is it a day?
Let's get Manic's freaking super chats, and then I'll skedaddle on out of here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we could do a call-in section, but that could be the Rumble exclusive. I'm feeling
that's the issue. Is the guys who are hitting me up want to talk to Mr. Anime.
Yeah,
so if he's leaving,
the guys hitting me up want to talk, or I don't know. Some people want to talk to you. I don't know. Either way, it'll be interesting. I don't know. But let me pull off the super chats on stream. All of these super chats are in the Discord chat, by the way, in case you want to read yourself. So Captain Rogers says, yes, but both give a sense of satisfaction. They both trigger a dopamine response. Also, if you're looking up studies, don't just click the first one. What is your reaction?
Wait, so you admit that they're different, but they both stimulate the brain. They must be the same. What are you talking about?
He does continue on, but before I believe, Yeah, month of June. Thank you for the $2. Can you talk about opie lolly and any other forms of lolly? In my opinion, I find it disgusting. My question is it less PDF if they don't put an age on the character? I'll give this question to you, Mr. Anime.
Basically, I would, if they didn't have any age, then it kind of, defeats the how I want to put this is like, I don't think.
Sorry, let me mute my mic.
Okay, you're just being. Okay, you're all right. So, just to answer the question, though, it's kind of a moral gray area.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know how to actually answer that particular question. So.
Okay. Yeah, then we'll continue on to the next super chats we got, because we got a lot of super chats on Rumble. Okay. We already went through this one. Captain Rogers continues, I ran out of characters. Also, you didn't bring any evidence, though. Why are you ignoring that by painting me as crazy? That's for you, Grimsy.
Because you're fucking crazy.
All right.
It didn't bring any evidence? What evidence? Am I supposed to tell you that jerking off and playing video games is different types of satisfaction, you fucking idiot? Even you know that. You come all the time. And I know you play fucking Persona or some gay shit. Okay. So don't fucking give me that.
All right.
Yeah, no, I know you like Persona. That's my bad.
Sorry, bro.
Glitch Poachers for $3 says the psychological reinforcement of orgasm far exceeds to psychological reinforcements of twiddling thumbs on a controller. Plus, masturbating to lolly is a sexual act. Playing video isn't violent. Either of you have a comment on this?
I don't even fucking. Farsi's yeah, no, that's completely right. I mean, that's what I've been trying to say.
No comment.
Okay.
No comment. Okay. Let's just get through these super chats and we'll let them go.
We have two more.
I think we should get Glitch Poachers in here. Have a good little after stream because I'm down to fucking keep going, man. I'm a little hyper now.
Okay. Captain Rogers, these are two. Grimsy just yells to get an answer. A louder equals right. This sucks. Also, Grimsy didn't even know what it was when calling people nonces. He didn't do any research on vid making false accusations. He also continues. Also, I'm Roger Jack 18, by the way.
Dude, okay, buddy. Listen, I'm screaming for entertainment. Because who the fuck wants to listen to this? Oh my God. If I wasn't here screaming, we'd have 5 viewers. And it'd all be fucking people that jerk off to this shit. Okay?
Okay, buddy.
First. Second, I don't mean that for you. Okay, you misunderstood what I said.
You said 5 viewers.
Yeah, because if I wasn't fucking here, he'd just be going, fiction versus reality. For fucking 45 minutes. I'm sorry. I don't mean that you don't have any viewers. I didn't mean it like that. That's my bad.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. This shit is retarded.
Okay.
I don't even know what you're trying to say. The reason I'm screaming at you is maybe if I raise my voice, you'll actually fucking say anything coherent.
Okay.
But I guess not.
Okay, let's continue on. Month of June says for $1, I know there are 3 types of lolicons. 1, just like them, cute, but don't jerk off to them, like a Gunpla fan. 2 is the one that like them lewd and can be a PDF file. 3 is the midget lovers.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see that as I don't see that first one as a problem. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you're all for. Weird. So you're all for the depiction of the lolly body type as long as it's not overtly sexualized.
Yeah, I don't get kids are gonna be in fucking TV shows. They're gonna be in cartoons. They're gonna be in everything. You know what I mean? Holy shit! If you're seriously suggesting that children shouldn't be in media, then I think you're fucking insane.
Okay, and we have. I think this is going to get us caught up. I believe we got month of June, another $1 Rumble rant. Yeah. So he says, "Holy shit, this Mr. Anime is so his words, not mine. Yes, it's less PDF file without the age, and it turns the lolly into a midget as a cope, but you have it as it defeats the purpose. It means you could be a PDF file." What is your response, Mr. Anime?
My response would be this. Basically, if it's actually within the realm of fiction, it shouldn't really matter. I mean, yeah, it's like, how Grimsy said that it's actually moral or immoral, depending on how you look at it. But freaking just going around accusing people of being pedophiles, that's just ridiculous.
Okay. Yeah, so those have been all the super chats. Will this be concluding this debate here, or do you want to continue going, Mr. Anime?
No, I'm good. Basically, I usually have like a 2-hour limit, so
okay.
basically, I'm just gonna call it good here. So
all right, in that case,
and I just actually needed to get a few things off my chest. So, well, yeah. Anyway, guys, it's been fun.
Just before you go, I think you're more of a PDF file now. But have a good night, dude.
Yeah. I'll actually catch you on a later show there, Manic. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yep. Have a good one. But now,
hey, all right. Just to be clear, I didn't mean that 5 viewers comment in reference to you. I meant it like the debate would have been because you were just quiet in the debate of like him speaking. Like he left the fucking group.
Oh shoot. Just to officially record the results. Who won the debate? 59 votes. Grimsy is at 71%. Mr. Anime 343 is at 10%, and neither is at 19%. So those are the official results. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the great Loli debate between the return of Mr. Anime 343 against apparently what is like a year-long rival. How is it going, everybody? Welcome to the Loli debate 2. So, would you two like to introduce yourselves?
Who would like to go first?
Yeah, you go first, Konosuke, or however you pronounce it.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name's Konosuke7. Nice to meet you.
Very cool. And Mr. Anime 343, do you have anything to say for your return to the Loli debate?
Guess who's motherfucking back, bitches?
Very cool. Very cool. Without further ado, let's talk about the context here. Okay, let's talk about the context for the debate first, because it seems like you two have been beefing for the better part of just about a year right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how did this all start, and how did we get here to you debating on my live stream?
Oh, I just really wanted to actually say this because apparently freaking Konosuke actually started making videos on me about my personal tastes in fictional characters.
Okay. Do you have a rebuttal to that, Konosuke?
So at first I knew very little information about him. I had heard his name being thrown around through the early parts of, I believe it was 2020. But really, I just heard his name. I didn't really know the context of really who he was all that much until randomly I heard his name being thrown around. Until I had gotten into, if I remember correctly, I had gotten into a little bit of a beef with someone else who Mr. Anime also had beef with by the name of Moculus. And so Mr. Anime joined my server under the assumption that we would just basically team up together against him. Until he joined my server, and then I started getting DMs from people saying, "Hey, you don't want this guy in your server." I'm like, "What? Why? What's the problem?" Like, I've heard his name before, but I don't really. What's the context here? I got screenshots of his tweets. I got sent a link to his Twitter to where I would look through his likes, and I legit almost barfed, and I was like, "Holy shit! Get this guy the fuck up out of here!" Fucking ill. Like, it was like that. That's where my earliest interaction with him had began. I guess if you can even call that an interaction, really.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, I think let's get straight into debating the actual content, the meat and potatoes. What is a loli? I'll let you go first, Mr. Andrew.
A loli is actually technically a fictional character of a certain height, and basically, they're actually petite women, or per se, certain characters of a certain height. I can't really go into details about it because, lolis are actually about body types, not age.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and how?
Now, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, please go. How would you? Do you have any differences in your definition from what Mr. Anime here said?
Well, given from the imagery that I've seen on his Twitter specifically, and given the stuff I've read about the things that he himself had written about, the lolicon seems to, I mean, lollies seem to specifically be any underage anime character drawn in a highly suggestive situation. And the reason I sit there and I completely go, what the fuck? Whenever the argument of it's about body type is brought up, is because of something that I've actually been sent that was actually from Mr. Anime. So I'm actually gonna put this in the group chat right here. He actually had it. I don't watch My Hero Academia. I don't. So I'm not even gonna try to pretend to pronounce this character's name. But he did in fact write a very, very descriptive fan fiction about a underage character who I believe in the show is probably like 6 or 7 years old. I don't know. I don't watch it, so I could be wrong about that. But as you can see in this fan fiction, he had written that there are specific tags like you would in a YouTube video to leave it towards related search words, I guess you could say, and it would pop up in people's suggestions. So in this one right here, the first tag right there in that black bold, completely, just by the tags he himself has put in there, you would think that completely contradicts what you just said about it being body type and not having age anything to do with it, when that first tag right there.
I'm not the only one that uses that there, dude. Besides, as long as it's actually done within the realm of fiction, basically these are fictional characters. Characters.
But what you have not seemed to understand is that you fantasizing about something, and even though it is fiction, will eventually lead to you wanting the actual.
Whoa. Just whoa. Before you actually go any farther, that's just like, freaking, that's just, a bit of a stretch, don't you think? Because, there's actually a little thing called the causation/correlation fallacy.
Which is?
Basically, you actually have like two different things. You have fictional characters, and then you actually have real people. That's actually two different areas. So basically, one actually doesn't harm people, where the other one does.
So you think that just because they're fictional characters and they don't harm people, that your weird attraction to them absolutely is completely warranted, and not a single person should judge you or anything like that, and we're all weirdos?
Okay, let me just put it like this. There is a certain, specific, terminology for this. It's called schizophilia, which means you're actually attracted to drawings. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can find it.
Well, clearly...
just need a moment. I just got...
Clearly, by looking at this fan fiction that you wrote about this child character, you're very attracted to it.
No. It's only just fictional characters. Okay. Hold on just a second.
So you're only attracted to only physical characters to fictional characters. Because if I remember correctly, in the last debate, you had told Grimsy that you were attracted to actual women, but had to specifically point out that they were above age actual women. Which of course implies that you are aware that these characters that you are writing about and fantasizing about and spanking off to are in fact children. Even in this story that you had written in your canonical, I guess you could say, verse that you wrote in this world, this child remains to be a child, which I'm pretty sure a lot of us can assume, given by these tags that you've put on here.
Hold on, I just got the screenshot right now, so. Hold on, I'm actually freaking pulling it up right now. There we go. And there is the definition of what I'm trying to talk about.
Okay, I'll pull it up on the stream right now. But just to clarify on this fan fiction, is it called My Glory Holing Academia by Bloody Demon 666? Is that? Can you confirm that is you, Mr. Anime?
Actually, BD666 is my alter ego. But yeah, I do actually have. I usually like to do this kind of stuff because apparently, I'm just trying to actually freaking express myself through writing somehow. Okay. And, yeah, I'll admit that I've actually done those things, but, that's just the fun of it. It's actually it's in the realm of fiction. And as long as you're not harming anyone. No. In fact, that is actually a huge negatory right there. Like I said, that's actually part of the causation/correlation fallacy.
So, as you linked right here in the group chat from Wiktionary, schizophilia is if we scroll down, a paraphilia in which a person is sexually attracted to cartoon characters. So you
right there.
Now, here's why I think you are not what is it, skedophiliac? That's how you properly pronounce it. Here's why I don't think that's the case, right? Because of a tweet you have actually written before. I can't link the original tweet because you were responding to one of your friends and their Twitter got suspended, from which I could assume to be the series of tweets, to where for some reason yourself and this friend of yours actually, like, for some reason are causing a stink about Japan changing their age of consent. And this friend of yours, these screenshots I'm putting right here in the group chat are loading in right now. It very, very much looks like you are agreeing with your friend when they wrote, and I quote, "I don't like when the government raises the age of consent to 16. I like it when it's lowered to 13, not 16. And that you replied, also, let's not forget that Japan has a low birth rate as well. They replied, Japan low birth rate is getting worse. And you said, yes, makes it worse. And then you agreed with them and hoping that the anti-feminists will protest these laws and reverse it, which would heavily lead people to assume that you agree with.
Yeah, because apparently it turns out Japan has a different culture than America. They're genius.
I don't think I'm pretty sure I would speak for 90% of the human population that even if your culture is okay with banging kids, that's not okay. That's a kid. It's like, ew.
Okay, whoa. Basically, I don't think Japan is actually okay with the freaking banging kids, but like I said, it's a different freaking culture than what we have here. But you can actually speak for like 90% of the population, but different cultures have different ages of consent.
Okay, so if it's a completely different culture that's nothing has anything related to yours, don't you feel like that would be a waste of time for you to complain about a culture in a country that you're realistically probably gonna never go to?
Well, at a certain point at my age, back when you were actually digging up that shit, I was actually kind of freaking going through a phase. Okay,
phase being
basically I was actually in a phase where I wasn't really myself. I was actually trying to get through some shit. I was actually going through so much turmoil in my own life. And yet, I've actually had to learn to actually better myself as a person.
And you thought bettering yourself as a person was saying that Japan should put their age of consent to 13?
Look, what Japan does is, Japan's business. Not that it should matter anymore, because basically, they actually wanted to talk about the actual age for Japan for being an adult is 20. Just so you know.
Okay, but
you're actually considered sort of like how here in the U.S. we actually have, if you actually become a legal adult, you have to be 21, buy cannabis or consume alcohol or something like that. But in Japan, you actually have to be 20 to be considered a legal adult.
Okay, but we're not talking about the age that you would need to drink and stuff like that. We're talking about the age of consent.
Yeah, I can understand that, but apparently, let's also talk about some of the other people that you've actually tried, getting into your personal little situations, like Geekdom 101 or Perfection or even GG Chillin'.
But what does it have to do with lollies? This is a debate about lollies.
Yeah, and basically you've also tried accusing those three actually, being people as well.
Your voice broke up and I heard nothing you just said.
I said you accused, Lord Perfection, Geekdom 101, and GG Chillin' of all being pedophiles without any circumstantial evidence.
But again, what does that have to do with lollies? This is a debate about lollies between me and you, and you're trying to, well, then let's change the situation about this beef that you have with other people and stuff like that. I mean, if I can keep my argument about lollies going, I can also bring about how currently there's a commissioner on Twitter right now who's getting a lot of heat put on him because he decided to draw some lolly of Pan from Dragon Ball GT for a commission. And as, let me see, one on a response that he has for everyone it was a commission. I couldn't turn it down, blah, blah, blah. And he's acting like someone held a gun to his head in order to do that. Now, with seeing that happening, witnessing, it had nothing to do with you, but you are aware of it. I know, because I've seen your comment on Jay Senpai's video on it. So with knowing that's going on and knowing that the general public sees lolly and goes, ew, that's fucking disgusting, from seeing that what I can assume to be the reason that you lost your job, that your employer found your Twitter or something like that, that's what I'm assuming to be. And also seeing that your friend, also J Senpai X4, had almost got kicked out of his damn house for being his huge obsession with Loli, and from if I remember correctly, you live with your grandparents. So your grandparents, who I can assume to have loved and raised you your whole life, even they have, I don't know how they found out about your Loli addiction, but they found out about it, and even your family was like, ew, what the fuck? Like, they probably look at you a little different now. Even with all...
Wow. Yeah,
even with
I
all
can actually understand that, because apparently, I actually had a talk with them. We actually had a huge-ass come to Jesus meeting. And basically, I just really have to say that, deep down, we still love each other. And basically, even though I don't look at the real thing, I know this is actually going to make me look like I'm actually some kind of like weirdo or something like that, saying that, whenever I talk about Lolis, I usually link nonprofit organizations to help actual kids in need.
Okay, but
because
to continue that argument that I was making, even with your family, possibly as close to you personally as anyone can get, is telling you that this freaking obsession is disgusting, and you still are having the mindset of, oh, they're just a bunch of fucking normies, they don't get it. Are you really that far gone? Are you really that far of, no, I'm not budging from this now? Like, really? Even when it costs you your 10 plus year job, almost cost your friend their house, and your family is probably thinking of you differently or looking at you weird now. Like, what is it going to take for you to be like, all right, maybe, like, what is it going to take? What is it going to take?
Look, if I can actually simply say this, look, I actually do believe that we all need to protect kids no matter what. And yet, you got people like EDP445 actually going out of their way to actually say that, freaking Lolis are an issue. And yet, he's pretty much, the talking head of, like, anti-Lolicons.
You just ignored my question.
I gotta say, basically...
ignored my question.
I'm trying to make a point here.
Yes, but I did ask the question,
but listen to me very carefully. I actually do love my family. I know that. And I know that J Senpai X4 is actually going through a lot of, issues in his life. But guess what? I'm actually still pretty much doing what I do best because, at least this is something I like to do. Freaking just, being me, okay? It makes me me.
What would that entail? What
basically,
does you being you define as?
Just doing what I love. Like, I continue watching anime and just, talking about it. Because, I just actually get tired of actually freaking getting into so many dramas and beefs with people, including you, because, you had to go and freaking lie about me.
Okay, but I don't think you're tired of the dramas and stuff like that, because every time if someone were to randomly hop on Twitter and call you a poopy head, I feel like you'd be immediately on with a YouTube video within the hour and be like, fuck that guy and all that shit. And I even noticed that in the last live stream,
I'm trying to freaking, this is actually why you're actually so freaking, this is why I actually decided to actually debate you, because basically, I just want to put this to bed and, try to move on because, I just kind of find you as a complete lost cause there, dude.
You find me as a lost cause. Did everyone in the chat, did you guys not hear me mentioning fucking everybody's family knowing about this shit?
Let me give you some points about from a mutual friend of mine. In fact, I actually pretty much got something interesting because I freaking wanted to, hold on a second. I got to find it first. In fact, I actually have some interesting facts from my good friend Durant, whom you've actually freaking booted off your your Discord server.
Okay, hold on. Before we get to Durant, I do want to finish what I was saying. Right? What was I saying? Oh, I did notice that after the last Loli debate that you had with Grimsy, I keep almost forgetting his name. With Grimsy, I did notice that on your Twitter, you were actually complaining about the live stream for a little while. Not too long, but you were complaining about it. Like, oh, that live stream was such bullshit and all that. And it's like, I get it. No one likes taking an L. It's embarrassing. No one wants to. I get it. You want to have your, I guess you could say fans or friends or whatever you call the people who follow you. You want them to view you in a higher regard and stuff like that. But you have to admit Grimsy metaphorically bent you over his leg and slapped your ass throughout that entire freaking stream, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, I
was feeling. Whoa. Okay, hold on just a second. Let me just put it like this. Grimsy was making me very freaking uncomfortable with the way he was actually talking.
How? He didn't say anything that was wrong.
Nah, he was actually freaking making me uncomfortable because he kept yelling.
So
and
because
I actually have
what? Hold on. So because he yelled and raised his voice, you were like,
yeah,
I don't like this.
Because I actually start feeling, threatened. Because basically, that's kind of like a fight or flight thing.
But Roman, you're like a 30-something-year-old man. You're pushing 40. Someone slightly raising their voice at you.
Freaking DBZ scan that actually freaking has nothing better to do than actually pick fights with other people like GG Chillin' or freaking Lord Perfection or even freaking Geekdom 101.
But here's the thing. If you yell at me over VC, I'm not going to tuck my freaking wiener between my legs. I'm going to laugh. Can you say the same? Because I don't think so.
Freaking hysterically because, God forbid, you're actually having freaking Tweedledum and Tweedledummer, aka Moculus and Masturbator, freaking structing their jollies off, actually freaking having us laughing hysterically because, we're just being a couple of lolcows.
Okay, but here's the thing, right? Not more than anybody, but you do know that me and Mock are not best friends. We're not best friends. We butt heads. We still don't really like each other all that much.
Why the you actually freaking hang around those two? So why the fuck do you hang around those two?
He's not in any server that I'm also in. Masturbator is, but Mock no. But we're sidetracking. We're getting away from the Loli subject.
Why do you hang around him?
Because I like Masturbator.
Just answer the question.
Indians are fun. I like Indians.
Oh, come on. That dude's actually nothing more than a freaking lolcow in disguise of being a tough guy.
Okay. Okay. So, something I have been wondering about that you have not really gone too much detail in the past before that I definitely do want to know about this. So you apparently, as I previously mentioned for like a split second not that long ago, that you had lost your job of 11 years. That's a long time to work somewhere. It fucking sucks. Anybody would be upset about that. Cool. I'm not going to shit on you for being upset about it. If I worked at my job for 11 years and they fucking fired me, I'd be like, fuck those people. So anyway, so it has been rumored. Again, I want to put this again. I'm going to repeat this for the chat. It has been rumored. So take this with a grain of salt. It has been rumored that you were actually fired from your job because you were either flaunting around actual CP or you were flaunting around lollies, or the fact that they had done a little bit of a what is it called? Like an online footprint kind of thing, and they just like ended up finding your stuff and seeing what you were into, and then they were like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Because if I remember correctly, you worked at like a hotel kind of place.
Let me tell you.
Hold on. I'm not done.
Answer your question because
hold on. I'm not done. You cut me off a lot today. Hold on. I'm not done. If I remember correctly, you worked at like a hotel kind of place, right? I myself have also worked at a hotel. I've worked front desk at a hotel for like almost a collective of 5 years. So I feel like I have more of an insight than a regular person from down the street would. Hotels very much value their image. They want their fucking image to be spick and span, really fucking clean. So in their point of view, if they're like you, for example, you don't really care about hiding your face or your real name, so you're not really all that difficult to find. So if anyone were to decide to Google you and shit like that, what would come up? The Mr. Anime, blah, blah, blah stuff, and then your tweets and all that shit. And then they'd be like, oh my God, this fucking guy is at our hotel. They see him all the time, and then they're going to see this and think we fucking hire weirdos and shit. Hell no. So what was the case with that? What exactly happened then, if I'm wrong?
Yeah, you're wrong about that because apparently the reason why they actually freaking fired me was because I was using the company computer to upload freaking YouTube videos.
Why? That's actually pretty dumb. What the fuck?
It goes against their freaking social media guidelines.
So really anyone could have guessed don't use the company computers for fucking for personal shit like that. What the fuck?
Yeah, and they actually freaking nailed me for that.
So may I read this video description that for in the image that Kanosuke just put in the group chat?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. This is from the video. Just a small update on what's going on Mr. Anime 343, uploaded January 24th, 2023. It says, well, in the description, Well, guys, it's been a while since I made a video and I need to take accountability for some of the things I did. So this is me owning up to why I lost my job. It makes me so annoyed what people were slandering me over what happened when I had 2 complaints be sent over what happened when I lost my job in November. I hold Bo ill. I'm assuming I'm supposed to say no ill will or bad feelings for my former employer and wish the best of luck to those who have better luck with a future employee. But in all seriousness, this whole thing about me getting fired from my job was a ploy because a couple of bad faith actors decided to go after me for the sake of trying to smear and assassinate my character as a YouTuber. But what's done is done, and if I could undo some things, I would. But I can't. All I can do is learn from my mistakes and hope to never do it again. So...
Yeah, exactly. Because, that's just me owning up to the mistakes I made. And basically, if I could actually be able, I didn't have a laptop, to actually freaking upload all my videos and stuff, along with editing and stuff. Because I was actually, I only have like 2 there, brah. Only 2. Okay. Yeah, and one of which is actually in the form of Revy, and the other one is in the form of Astolfo.
Okay, so I'm not. So this is where my argument of is even being that addicted to lollies even that much. Is it fucking worth it if it's costing you your job, if it's costing you your income, if you're like, I'm assuming that your living situation is similar to mine. I'm gonna assume that you live with your grandparents because you want to help support them and shit. Because I can understand the mindset of my grandparents are old. I don't want them to worry about bills in their old age. I'll take care of the mortgage and shit. You go do whatever fuck you want to do since you were younger. I can understand that. So if your addiction to lolicon and shit is costing you your job, your income, and then you're basically sitting there with almost no money, and even in that same video, you bought like 3 fucking Blu-rays, I think it's like Gundam some shit, and even you yourself said, man, I really put myself back for this shit. And I was like, what the fuck? Are you bad at money spending? You're like 30-something. You're pushing 40. You should be much better at money handling than this, especially if you have people who I can assume to depend on you to help take care of them and shit. And your addiction to lollies and stuff like that is putting that in jeopardy. At some point, you have to think like a rational adult would. Now, I'm not going to shit on you for sitting here and being into anime. I'm not. Because listen, you could be fucking 60 years old still watching anime. All power to you. The anime's fucking cool. It's fun. It's awesome. They post some really good fucking stories there. It's really fucking great. But there's a difference.
This is actually coming from somebody that's actually had their head up like freaking, Toriyama's backside.
No, actually.
Yeah,
now,
trying to get a sponsorship from Crunchyroll while trying to freaking, get a sponsorship for Crunchyroll by actually freaking making more smear and defamation videos on yours truly.
So you got mad that I got a sponsor from Crunchyroll?
Yeah, I'm freaking like, what the hell?
That's not something that has to be mad about. That's got to be a jealousy thing. Come on.
I'm not jealous. It's just like, why the hell would you want to freaking have like one of the most shitty companies to support you?
I like Crunchyroll. They got good shit.
I freaking, basically, I don't like Crunchyroll because apparently they actually have pretty freaking shitty ass dubs. They actually do some horrible localization, and let's just add on, it's actually a very crappy company after what they did to Vic Mignogna.
Now, I do agree what they did to Vic is completely shitty. I do agree with that. But you have to understand.
Yeah, you're actually picked a fight with someone that was actually a member of I Stand With Vic.
Okay, so does that mean just because we both agree on one topic that I'm not allowed to call you out on something that I think is really completely and utterly disgusting, and especially if it's costing you very vital, important parts of your life?
Let me just go like this. Whoa. Okay, before you actually go any farther, let me finish. Okay? Let me finish. You're just actually freaking sitting over there trying to actually freaking be the so-called, gotcha person saying, oh, this person is actually, this and that because they actually like something. Yeah, in fact, I actually quote my good friend Red Says Desu, who says that it's okay to actually find lolies disgusting or, it's actually not really your cup of tea, but you shouldn't go out of your way just to actually, label them as a P file.
Well, okay, so what you're spanking it to is a fucking drawing and shit of a fucking anime character that is a kid. Now, a lot of fucking arguments that I see all the time between most of you lolicons is always, this isn't a fucking anime drawing of a little girl. It's lines on paper. That's not an actual fucking argument. That's just you guys being a smartass.
Okay,
especially
hold
when
on.
Hold on. I let you finish earlier. So that argument is not really you guys having a defense. That's just being a smartass. Because in reality, no fucking person on planet Earth looks like an anime character with them big ass eyes and that spiky ass hair and shit. No one fucking does. But when you are spanking it to a character that I don't fucking know that girl's name from My Hero. I'm just gonna say Pan because that's really the first one that comes to my head right now. So whatever. So if you're spanking it to someone like to fucking Pan from Dragon Ball or some shit, a character who was conceptually designed to be a child, who on paper is a child, and even in the fucking concept drawings and concept boards or whatever the fuck in that show is a child, and the first thing that goes into your head is intercourse with them. That is a huge fucking red flag. That is a huge fucking red flag. Especially if I'm fucking if I'm sitting there on the couch and I'm watching anime with one of my boys and they're over and shit, and they fucking and Pan comes on, she's fighting somebody, I don't know, and what comes out of her mouth is God damn. I'm like, what the fuck you just say? Get out of my house. Like shit like that. I feel like any normal person would be like, fucking ew, God. You like that shit? So of course, any normal, rational person, or as you would say, a normie, would sit there and be like, "Yo, you're fucking pedo, dude," because like that's fucking disgusting. Especially given the fact that you have written a fucking fan fiction about a very underage girl from My Hero Academia with the tags that say underage. So the argument of its body type doesn't really fly anymore. That gets thrown completely out the window when you yourself put in your own writing underage, and that's not the only time underage you put in there.
Manic, I actually left something in the chat for you. It's actually a clip from Moist Critical. So why don't you go ahead and play it?
Okay, I do not have the capability of playing audio on this. Let me see if I can add something like that. Add the audio capture.
Yeah, basically, if you could play the audio of it, I actually would really appreciate it because, I just really wanted to actually help hammer home my point with this clip from Moist Critical.
Okay.
Somebody in the chat said, this is not debate, it's therapy. I'm trying. I'm trying.
Okay, yeah, I believe it should be on the stream. All good. Okay, yeah.
Twitter, being the cesspool that it is, somehow brings anime into this, talking about, why is cutie such a big deal when anime has kids?
I ain't hearing anything, but
yeah. So basically, it's let me share my screen and play that again, where it's Moist Critical talking about cuties and then bring anime into it.
Abhorrent.
Yeah, exactly. Because apparently, even Moist Critical is actually, like the voice of common sense.
Okay, yeah, let me play again for everybody.
Twitter, being the cesspool that it is, somehow brings anime into this. Here we go. About, why is cutie such a big deal when anime has kids being sexualized? Well, first of all, anime is fake. Those like children lolly things, those fucking 900-year-old vampires that look like they're 4 years old, the little cum demons that have existed for 2 millennia, but they look like a 6-year-old, those aren't real people. They are animated fake things. These are actual 11 and 12-year-old girls that are subjected to this hypersexualization in this movie that the director has forced upon them. That's very different. This is real world versus totally fucking made up, drawn characters. It's
okay. So what is your response to this clip?
Now, he made a point of fucking somebody brought to him that, these are fucking 1,000-year-old characters that look like they're fucking 4 or some shit. But my argument is, with these characters that you're attracted to, that's on your like list on Twitter and that you write about, that's not the case. These characters are written to be these little fucking not even 10-year-olds.
They're fictional characters. You think that. They're fictional characters.
You don't see how a normal person would look at that and be like, fucking ew. You don't see how
they are not real.
So you don't see how leaving a digital footprint like that could to an employer be like, get this fucking guy out of here and cost you shit like your job. Like, it like it previously did, and like it probably would do again. Do you not see this shit, especially when it has repercussions like that? When even one of your, I assume one of your closest friends, almost got kicked out of his fucking house because that shit. How has it not dawned on to you guys yet that this shit
was actually freaking dealing with mortgage issues? He's actually dealing with mortgage issues. Do you ever not freaking pay attention to what's going on?
So that's what he was dealing with.
Because he's actually dealing with finances.
Okay, hold on. So what about this screenshot right here of this video that says, my mom found out about my videos, alluding to his Loli videos? Because that's what I'm talking about. Not about his mortgage video that came out, about his mother finding his Loli collection and being like, you need to get the fuck out of my house. I just dropped the screenshot of it right there into the group.
All right. Yeah, apparently, freaking, I still have you blocked on here, so I'm not freaking.
No, well, I mean, Manic can see it.
Yeah, I'm sharing the screen. It's in
that video, actually, keep in mind, is now privated. So I guess after being made fun of for that, he was like, "Oh, fuck this," and just like took it down. Because if you click on that link, I can actually provide the link if needed. The video is actually listed that it's private, meaning it still exists. It's just, private.
Mm-hmm.
So your friend's family did, in fact, he almost got kicked out of his house because his family found this. So with you guys' families finding this stuff, and being willing to kick you the fuck out and being like, get the fuck out of my house, this shit is disgusting, because they are under the impression that my fucking child likes children. So even then, you guys, it hasn't dawned on any of you to be like, we might be in the wrong here.
Yeah, this is why, I actually can't believe that you're actually making mountains out of molehills. Because basically, like I said, this is all part of the freaking causation/correlation fallacy.
Well, if I'm being extra for no reason, then I would like to take a little dip outside of the conversation we're having here, and I would like to ask the chat a question. So if everyone in the chat, if I'm being extra and shit, like, I want to see if I'm being extra and I'm just blowing things out of proportion. If you knew someone was into lolicon to the extreme, like Mr. Anime here, would you trust them within a 10-mile radius of a school?
I'll make a poll in the chat to gauge the chat.
Yeah, basically, like I said, I don't have any interest in IRL kids. Basically, and
yeah,
also
you like
another thing,
animated.
No. That real kids, no. Okay, I don't do that.
Yes, but you like them animated as some sort of loophole so you can watch what your deepest fantasies of CP might be without being arrested.
Like I freaking said before, you actually freaking go and jump to any conclusions. It's fictional characters. There is no correlation between fictional characters or real kids. Okay, that's actually part of the causation study. Okay,
here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. The characters are fictional, but your attraction is real. A lot of the misconception that you guys seem to have is that all these anti-lolicons are trying to save the characters from us, but they're not going to think, it's not about saving, quote unquote, saving the characters. Because let's be honest, the concept of saving an anime character from someone is fucking dumb. Let's be honest about that. It's fucking stupid. It's stupid. It's about you guys not accepting what you actually are just because you don't like what it is, because you don't like being called that you're like, I'm not accepting that that's what I am because I don't like being called that. That's inherently what you are. Again, the characters are not real. They're not. But your attraction is. Your attraction is very much real. It is very...
That's actually a huge ass straw man if I ever heard one in my entire life.
I heard nothing.
Yeah, because I said that is one big straw man you just used.
Okay, how?
Because basically, what one person is attracted to... Okay, hold on. Let me just actually bring up a point from from my friend. Okay, it says here, arguments to use against anti-lolicons by Grant Biastein, aka Digi/Self. Since Twitter won't allow me to use Twitter no matter how peaceful I am, and I was unfairly ignored while appealing under Elon's new criteria, I decided to make a Google Doc that I can update every time I take a new argument. I don't want to participate in drama on Miss Key, but I want to help out my pals who are still able to use Twitter. Okay, argument number one. Children are not ideas or a concept. They are a living organism who exist, and exactly 0.0% of them are lolis. A concept does not put on a backpack and go to school. A woman in labor isn't giving birth to an idea.
So how does that excuse your disgusting habit?
Okay, let me just put it like this. Basically,
every time
what laws are being broken exactly? Let me just ask this. What laws are being broken? What laws are actually being broken?
I want to say something. Every time he says, and I quote, let me put it like this, take a shot of whiskey. There's no laws being broken because of the fact that lollies and the actual lolicon fucking hentais and shit like that, you guys are using that as some sort of weird little loophole to watch these characters that inherently are children, and even in your eyes that you write about are children without specifically breaking.
What laws are being broken?
I'm answering. No laws are being broken because of the fact that the lolly hentai is not, let me finish. No laws are being broken because you guys are watching the lolly hentai, which is technically not illegal, but is extremely looked down upon, and it's being used as some weird little loophole for you guys to sit there and watch what inherently is, I'm sorry to be extremely vulgar here, but a child getting fucked without being put on any sort of list. And it's weird because if you were to go to Google and type in lolly hentai, a disclaimer will come up and be like, yo, this is CP, get the fuck out of here. If you were to go to the hub, hold on. If you were to go to the hub, and we all know what I mean by the hub, if you were to go there and type in lolly hentai, no results. Even if you were to go to fucking X videos, and we all know X videos is really fucking they let a lot of shit pass there. If you fucking type that in there, nothing comes up. Even the fucking porn sites don't want you looking at that shit. Even the disgusting ones don't want you looking at that shit. And it's like, come on, man. If the hub has standards and you're fucking like below that, then it's like, come on, man. Come on.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, basically, if you're going to be using the Protect Act of 2003 as like, a per se like law, and I'm using air quotes with law. Basically, let me just put it like this. You do realize that in 2008, the U.S. Supreme Court actually declared that freaking the Protect Act was actually deemed unconstitutional.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't give a shit about the Constitution. You as a adult who's pushing 40 years old should have a moral obligation to not be attracted to anything that looks like a child.
Wow. Basically, let me just put it like this.
Ooh, take a shot.
You're always actually saying I'm pushing 40 here, and yet, you're like whatever age you are.
Actually, I'll tell you how old I am.
Like what?
I'll tell you how old I am. In 2 days, I'll be 26. And I seem to know a lot more about this.
Yet, you don't act like an adult. You don't act like a damn adult either.
I'm younger than you are, yet I seem to have a better understanding than this, a better argument than this, a better understanding of why it's disgusting and why it is morally disgusting and wrong. Why is that?
Yeah, like I said, you can find it disgusting. You can find it, not really your cup of tea. But, you shouldn't actually go after other people because, we're just here living our lives, being law-abiding citizens where I draw the line. Like, I even actually denounced the Shad Man for some of the artistic works he has done.
Now, I'm glad that you brought up Shad Man. I'm glad that you brought up Shad Man because to use your own logic against you here, right? Now, hear me out. Don't cut me off. Hear me out. Now, throughout this whole debate, your logic and your saying has pretty much been, they're just drawings on paper. They don't exist. They're not hurting anyone. Leave us alone. It's not a big deal. But you denounced Shadman for what I'm assuming to be him drawing Keemstar's daughter and shit. But to bring back your logic to that same thing, but you just said they're like lines on paper and shit, and that's not hurting nobody. So where's the line? Where's the line here?
The line is when real people are being involved. Like, if it's actually based off of real children, that's the line. But if it's actually based off, fictionally, like, nothing exists, just out of the creator's own imagination, that's A-okay.
Now, wouldn't you say that even in your fucking lolly hentais that a little bit of human input is put in and some form of people are involved, given the fact that their voice acting that they probably don't want put in that situation is being edited and used in that situation and shit like that? Because if I voiced the anime character that's a teenager, he fights demons or some shit, I don't know.
Dude,
and somebody decided... Hold on. If I decided to get into the whole voice acting gig and I voice some dude who fights demons or some shit, I don't know, and that someone were to fucking draw a hentai of my character and were to take voice clips of what I've done for the show and put in that show, then don't you feel like some sort of humanizing manipulation is being used in that scenario?
Basically, if you're actually if you're a consenting adult, like, if you're actually A-okay with, like, what's been going on, basically, you can't stop Rule 34 artists because basically, you can't stop Rule 34 artists because, they're just going to do it anyway. And yet,
So your argument pretty much is, so what? You can't stop them. That's what it is.
What I'm trying to say is basically, sooner or later, somebody's going to find it and they're going to make art of it.
Okay, but that doesn't make it any less gross. Doesn't make it any less disgusting. Just because the majority does one thing doesn't mean that it's automatically in the right. There is such a thing as the minority being in the right with the majority being, in the wrong. That does exist. It does.
And also, another thing, the freaking lolis in question, they're actually voiced by adults as well. They just actually have, like, capabilities of actually, doing, like, childlike voices.
Yes, but I don't think anyone would have really imagined the fact that if they're voicing a little 6-year-old girl character, that them going would be a fucking accompanied to them getting fucked in a hentai made by some guy, like maybe a month later. Have you ever
noticed that there are women that make hentai as well?
Okay, but do they make hentai of children?
Some might, but that's just the thing. It's a part of Japanese culture because,
So it sounds to me like me bringing up my points of why it's disgusting and shit I would like to think are fairly valid, and that your response to it is, oh yeah, but he did it, like a fucking 6-year-old in first grade.
Okay, yeah, let me just put it like this. I understand where you're coming from. I don't think you do. I think it's okay if you actually find it disgusting. I don't care if you actually think it's disgusting. I don't care if you actually think it's actually, not really your cup of tea or whatever.
If you didn't care, then why ask me to this debate?
Because I freaking wanted to actually put this whole thing between the two of us to bed.
So did you think that I would be like, I've seen the error of my ways or something like that?
Look, I think
I want to pick at your brain. I want to pick at your brain a little bit. I want to know, what did you expect to come out at the end of this whole thing? Did you expect me to be like, fucking gold team lollies? Like, what did you expect? I want to know.
Look, I'm actually just trying to call for a truce here, okay? Look, I understand that you've actually had some issues with what's been going on as of late, and, I'm just actually trying to freaking put this whole thing between the two of us in the freaking rearview mirror so I can actually focus on doing,
what issues have I been going through?
That I do.
Because I'm chilling. The last thing, the drama related that I did was that live stream with Michaelis about Violet. And that was like weeks ago.
Yeah, it's basically, basically, I actually don't have anything against Violet/Nova. I mean, it's a shame that she
dated a 16-year-old, being 20-something, almost 30. You should have a problem with that. But we're deviating from the lolly topic here, though.
But back to the lolly topic at hand, because, look. Yeah, if you actually really find it, like, problematic, then don't freaking look at it. Don't pay attention to it. Just freaking ignore it.
Couldn't you make the same argument about you towards the shit that I say about you? Because you are pro free speech. So it seems like whenever I say something that you don't like, you immediately jump on it. But you just said if you don't like something, you just ignore it and shit. Wouldn't you say that you could have easily ignored a lot of things that either myself or other people have made about you? Because you did kind of muddy up your channel with just random responses with very badly edited videos.
Lied about me. You actually lied about me, dude.
What I lie about?
You actually kept freaking calling me a P-file, and yet you don't have any evidence.
Well, I just described to you how you are. You just don't want to hear it. You just don't want to accept it. And then Grimsy also explained to you how you are a few weeks back or a few months back, however long ago that was. Shout out to Grimsy.
Look, I had nothing against Grimsy, of course. Basically,
it didn't seem like it because you were celebrating his account getting terminated.
But, best of luck in your future endeavors, Grimsy. So, that's all I got to say.
Oh my god.
Okay.
But in all seriousness, if you just want to go back to Loli's,
let's pivot straight back because I have a very special segment. Okay, my screen is still sharing. So
yes.
Yeah, look at the Discord screen. So I have a variety of anime characters, and I would like to know, in your case, Mr. Anime, do you find this sexually attractive?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, Rebecca from Cyberpunk Edge Runners?
Yes.
Yeah, she's actually considered an adult because, she's got a nice petite body and stuff like that. And I also plan on actually getting her on my right shoulder as a tattoo.
All right, what is your reaction?
So that way I can actually have Rebecca on each shoulder.
Kinosuke. How do you feel about Rebecca from Cyberpunk, Kinosuke?
I have not seen Cyberpunk, so I just know she's a blue chick who I think used guns at one point. That's really all I know.
All right, we have more anime characters. We have more anime characters to go. So let's continue on. All right, Yuzaki-chan from Yuzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out.
Oh yeah, freaking short stack that actually caused so much controversy, along with trying to get a freaking blood drive actually canceled for some stupid ass reason. Because freaking Unseen Japan actually tried to freaking get blood drive canceled because he actually tried using #MeToo.
All right.
You feel very strongly about the things that are going on in Japan, in a country that's literally across the planet from you. I've noticed that.
Yeah, and freaking Unseen Japan is actually a bald freaking white dude from freaking Seattle, Washington, that actually pretends to be, a freaking voice for the Japanese people.
Okay. So this is another anime I'm not familiar with, so I'm going to assume that this is another little bit overly developed underage character.
She is a college student.
So a college student. Okay.
Yeah, she's actually called a short stack.
Well, giving her facial features, she looks like she's like fucking 12.
She's actually freaking college age there, dude. She's actually 19 and 20 in the manga.
All right. All right, continuing on, we have Bulma from Dragon Ball.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Now, if I could go first on this one, since this is an anime I'm actually fucking familiar with. So, an argument that Roman here likes to make all the time is that Toriyama liked Loli shit at one point, and he did actually fucking just straight up draw Bulma's titties before and shit. So, I don't know if you're under the impression that just because I like Dragon Ball and that I have Dragon Ball tattoo and I have the figures and shit, that I'm just gonna automatically be like, oh, Toriyama sensei, he never did anything wrong. Listen, Toriyama's a fucking creep. Toriyama's an old ass fucking man who's way past his fucking time. He's gross as shit for drawing shit like that about Bulma and for drawing Kid Goku with his little wiener out and shit. Toriyama's fucking gross. He needs to take his ass to a fucking old person's home and just give the fucking series to Toritaro. That dude, he's fucking disgusting.
All right, your response, Mr. Anime?
Well, basically, I actually stopped watching freaking Dragon Ball after Dragon Ball GT. So I never really watched Super or anything after that because basically, why should I? I mean, yeah, I enjoyed the original Dragon Ball. I enjoyed the original Dragon Ball Z from the 90s. And I also enjoyed Dragon Ball GT since I actually have the freaking complete set.
Okay, we're talking about this character. Dragon Ball GT. All right, do you find this character as shown? Do you find her attractive?
I mean, she's actually pretty cool and all, but that's just me. Okay. So next character, please.
All right. The Nakano quintessential quintuplets.
Man, this whole thing right here is showing me that my variety in anime that I watch is not really all that much because I'm like, I don't know any of these fucking kids.
I think that's actually from the quintessential quintuplets, right?
Yes.
I haven't actually seen that anime.
Okay. This looks like a bunch of fucking high schoolers.
Yeah, they are.
Take your ass to fucking English class.
They are high schoolers. Question is for you, Mr. Anime, would or would not?
Oh, God.
I haven't seen the anime, so I'm on the fence.
Well, we're basing it on appearance here.
Yeah, just by appearance.
You're not going on a date with him.
I wish.
Like I said, I'm on the fence.
Okay. In that case, we have many others. So let's continue on. Gargura.
That bitch is like 4. She looks like she's fucking 4.
Let me just put it like this. She's actually not just a Loli herself, but she also happens to be a Loli con. So let that sink in.
Double homicide.
In fact, she actually freaking happens to say, "What are you scared of a 4-letter word?"
Mm-hmm. So
yeah.
So it's safe to assume that you would.
Fact, she's actually. But let me just put it like this: the Shork. You know, she is my Oshi after all. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
And also, she's actually 9,927 years old.
Oh yeah.
That's when she actually first debuted, though.
Did you fix your glasses when you said that?
And she's in Atlanta. Look, I've even watched Gura's first stream. Okay.
Okay. Continue. By the way, this is in an order. I'm not going to reveal the order just yet, but I feel like you can catch the pattern here. Rena.
Freaking.
Off the top of her head, so fucking big. What the fuck's wrong with her head?
Don't worry about that.
Basically, that's a total yandere. So I actually have a saying: never stick your dick in crazy.
Never stick your dick in animated children either.
Moving on.
Yeah, that's a hard pass.
Klee from
Klee.
Isn't that from Genshin Impact?
Genshin Impact, yeah.
You can't. Don't a fucking soul in the chat sit here and tell me that this bitch is actually like 10,000 years old. I swear she's not. Swear to God, she's not.
You're cutting in and out, dude.
You know she is.
I can't hear you because you're cutting in and out.
I said no one sit here and fucking tell me that she's like fucking 10,000 years old.
I don't know Genshin Impact lore, so I'm willing to believe.
Neither have
I haven't really played much Genshin Impact, so I mean,
okay. So based off of appearance, would you?
Based off of appearance, maybe.
All right.
Next.
All right, let's cut the bullshit. We both know that's a yeah, but all right.
All right, moving on. The Velvet Twins from Persona 5.
No, not the Velvet Twins. No, Caroline and Justine.
Justine. Basically, I have seen freaking J-Senpai actually have them on for a time or two, like when he was actually using the doggone Rumpa sprites.
Oh boy.
So Mr. Anime would?
Like I said, also going to be a maybe with Klee.
Okay.
Christ.
So, but what about the Velvet Twins? Okay.
I said maybe. So, what's the next one?
Okay, next one, Nanako.
That's a literal child. That is. Someone's taking care of that child. That is dinner time.
Yeah. Oh God. I'm actually gonna leave that one for Jay Senpai.
Yeah, it's gonna be dinner time for Mr. Anime too. Look at her.
Okay, so you said you.
Yeah, that's for Jay. That's for Jay.
So you do not oppose the looting of Nanako.
Oh boy!
But you're leaving it for somebody else to do it. Just
somebody wrote that's not even a lolly. That's a kid.
I can't hear you guys because you're cutting in and out.
Both of you sound fine from my end, so it might be.
Yeah, both of you sound good for me.
Yeah.
As on my end, your guys are cutting in and out.
Okay, that may be that's probably an issue on your end.
Yeah. Basically, like I said, I'm gonna leave that for Jay because that's his thing.
Well, what can you define or describe what his thing is?
Okay, I can't hear you because, like I said, you're cutting in and out there, Manic.
Oh, okay. Stream. Put a 1 in chat if I'm cutting out for you guys, or if it's just Mr. Anime right here.
I don't think I believe him about saying that you're cutting out. I think the pressure is getting to him.
Okay, Mr. Anime. I know you can't hear me. I'm moving on to the next one, the final one. Okay.
It's gonna be like the worst one.
What's the next one?
Okay.
All right.
That is an infant. That is an infant. Fucking infant.
Interesting. Very interesting if I do say so myself, but...
What do you mean interesting?
Oh, no.
But, that's going to be I don't even know how to put this, so... Basically,
go into a very
that's going to be a hard pass.
Detail.
I said pass, okay? Pass.
That he heard.
I have nothing against Sonya. It's just, way too cute to loot.
Okay.
So, Manic, I actually have a question. Would you be willing to let us know the results of that poll from the stream?
Oh yes, the would you let would you trust somebody? So with 26 minutes ago, I casted a poll. Would you trust a lolicon with a child? 78% said no, 8% said yes, and 14% said neutral.
Wow, public has spoken.
Yes, I'll end the poll right here. But
I also got a DM just now that said that character Anya that you just said too cute to lewd was your words, but I just got a DM from Oculus that said you actually had retweeted a hentai of Anya before. So what's the deal with that? Did he catch you in a lie?
You're cutting in and out there, Kono.
How convenient for you.
Okay.
I'm saying I just got a DM just now from Oculus who said that you had previously retweeted hentai of that character. Her name was Anya. That you just said was too lewd to hentai to lewd. So did he just catch you in a lie? Because if that's true, then yes. And keep in mind that your Twitter handle is right there under your icon, and people can just go to your Twitter and either look at your likes and look at your retweets. So it's not hidden. So what's going on with that?
Look, I actually pretty much prefer, the creative freedom of expression in art because, basically, we're actually dealing with a constant influx of freaking death threats and freaking hatred and backlash from all these freaking everyday Twitter users that actually say, maybe you should just go KYS or freaking go Minecraft yourself or something like that, all because of what you like and stuff like that.
Yeah, but the thing is, you just did not answer my question just now. I just asked if he caught you in a lie.
Look, I don't trust freaking Pods as much as I could throw the guy, okay?
Okay, but if it's on your Twitter, he can't really lie about that. So, did you, in fact, do that?
Yeah, let me just put it like this.
So you did.
I don't trust Pods.
You just said yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust Pods because basically Pods is nothing more than a freaking...
But you trust your Twitter. And if it's on your Twitter, then, yeah. So, did he catch you in a lie? Just yes or no.
No.
So if anyone were to go into your Twitter retweets, media, or likes, or anything like that, nothing from that character related would pop up. Nothing at all?
I personally doubt it, but, there's too many likes and shit to actually just go through.
You doubt it, but you wouldn't be confident in your own tweets or anything?
Yeah, let me just put it like this. If you're actually just going to try to freaking tear me down just because of something I like or whatever, this just proves that, you're just only trying to do something just so you can actually freaking make yourself feel better.
But you asked for this debate. In fact,
that's what Konosuke is doing because, he's just trying to freaking get a laugh out of us because, he's just stroking his jollies off to the two of us being a couple of freaking
The only one doing any
cows.
Stroking is you. We know that.
My hands are off my schlong there, dude. In fact, I'm not even stroking it. Yeah, you just keep freaking hallucinating like that there, bro. Because apparently, at the end of the day, this is actually just becoming nothing more than a giant freaking F-fest. Because, we're just trying to come to a common place where we can understand each other. And allows me to pick at your brain for a second.
And I gave you a whole spiel about what I felt about it. You basically know how I feel and all that shit about it. But the thing is, you can't really use the whole Konosuke's bullying me argument.
No, I'm not using it. I'm not using the freaking Konosuke as a bully card because apparently I'm just simply trying to freaking tell you that even though you might find something like problematic or whatever, that's just a youth thing. Everybody actually has different tastes. To each his own.
And your taste just so happens to me anime children.
And basically, I do like anime women as well.
Yes, but you just said as well, so you just softcore confirmed that you do like anime children. That they are in fact
as long as
children.
It's fictional characters, because it's part of scatophilia.
Yes, just as far as you can use that loophole.
Fictional characters. Fictional characters.
As far as you can, as long as you can use that loophole, you're good with it. As long as you can use that loophole.
It's that loophole fallacy that you're using, that's actually pretty much, it's not a loophole. It's just facts.
It's a loophole.
It's not a loophole. Like I said, not a loophole. It's just facts.
It's a loophole. It's
not a loophole. No, it's not.
Loophole.
No,
it's literally a fucking loophole.
No, it is not.
The fact that you can legally watch a child getting fucked and not go to jail for it, but the loophole is, but it's not a real child. It's the anime.
If it's a loophole.
And then you're like, sign me the fuck up.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let me just put it like this.
Take a shot.
If it was a loophole, then basically, wouldn't they actually be freaking trying to get this through Congress? Try to actually say, we need to actually freaking try to protect kids more.
That will happen the day that one of you lolicons go to the extreme and fucking try and kidnap a child or something.
No. Basically, have you ever tried Dr. Pizza, for instance? That dude actually said that lolis are actually freaking, equivalent to CP, and yet he himself was caught with CP.
Okay, then he's a fucking pedophile. Fucking, then that's what it. Well, what does that have to do with the full fucking lolly argument then? Because that one fucking dude likes to fucking diddle kids.
Is basically, look, I'm just trying to say is, if you're actually going to go out, there's an old saying. Those who project the loudest clearly have something to hide.
There is no projection here. There is no projection. If you feel like there is, then I encourage you.
You're projecting. If
you feel like there's any form of projection and that I'm a secret lolicon or some shit like that, I encourage you. I will unblock you so you could do this. I will encourage you. Go to my Twitter, go through my media, and go through my likes. Go ahead.
After this whole stream here, I'm done with you. I don't want to have anything to do with you. Okay.
Yeah, because I've been slapping that ass this whole fucking stream. Come on.
Basically, because you're just actually freaking trying to treat me as like the next Geekdom 101, the next Lord Perfection, the next GG Chillin'.
Sure.
And you even tried going after JSAP IX4.
Sure. Okay. You know what? Actually, I just got another fucking DM from Mock that actually made a good point. So, you just made that whole point of fucking, basically you were trying to say anti-lolicons are not really all that shit because we found one of you that turned out to actually be a pedophile. All right, cool. But, and this one should actually hit a little bit closer to home to you since you actually knew them. Hold on, I'm not done.
Basically,
because he's DMing me. What am I, his fucking parent?
Actually doesn't even understand anything about fictional characters because
I'm saying my point here. I'm not done.
Getting into fucking drama.
I'm not done.
All he does.
Saying my point
this
here.
Is how freaking he and Vader freaking operate.
Saying my point here. I'm not done. So he actually made a point saying that you were friends with Violet at one point, who also was into lolly and shit, but dated a minor. So she turned out to be a pedophile as well. So
I didn't even freaking know about that shit until freaking.
Yeah, doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Actually had to freaking pull that out.
That doesn't mean it didn't happen. So you don't think that's worth mentioning?
I didn't fucking know any of that fucking shit.
Okay, but I'm telling you now, it happened. You don't believe me? There's plenty of people who can vouch. If you think I'm sitting here lying to you, excuse me. If you think I'm sitting here lying to you and shit, there are plenty of people who can vouch. There's an entire Twitter account dedicated to exposing her and shit. That is, in fact, what she did. There's screenshots floating around about it and all that shit. That it seems like you're really like, oh god damn it, that now a lolicon, one of you just got outed for being an actual pedophile. So what's your rebuttal?
Basically, apples to oranges. Simple as that. Basically, we do not condone actual pedophiles in our freaking.
That doesn't mean they're not there. Doesn't mean they're not there.
We don't actually condone those, okay? We don't condone actual kitty diddlers, okay?
Oh,
in fact, the word pedophile is actually being watered down to the point that it has absolutely lost all meaning.
How?
Basically, people are overusing the term and lumping people that they don't like into said category.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, here's a good example, right? I don't just throw around and call people that shit for no reason. Here's a good example, right? I did not like Moculus. I'm still not really a big fan of him all that much, but never have I called him that. Never. The person who does is Vaughn, but that's Vaughn.
You accused freaking Xavier, you even actually accused Gigi Chillin, all of which you didn't actually have proof.
I did not accuse Gigi Chillin of being a pedophile ever.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
When?
Basically, let's see. How about that freaking one video where you actually freaking said you lied about Gigi Chillin on one of Moculus's on Moculus's channel.
He was
when you actually were actually in a freaking.
He was for sexual assault, not for a pedophile. They were of age. But again, you're sitting here and dodging the fact that what I just said, one of your lolicons got outed for being a pedophile. So how much longer until a bunch more of you just start getting exposed for that shit? I genuinely would not be surprised if you get caught one day with that shit.
One bad apple is actually what freaking spoils the whole barrel. You know, basically, we need to toss out the bad apples and just, freaking,
Okay, so since you guys seem to be talking in circles now, may we get to some viewer questions real quick?
Yeah, sure. Actually, Manic, I was told to ask you this. Moculus is actually asking if he would be allowed into the call.
Give me his Discord and I'll add him, because I think we're going to be allowing a few callers in here soon. But let me get these callers get these questions in.
I'm going to call it good here, because basically.
Oh, mention Moculus and he's out.
Okay. Do you want to talk?
Basically,
do you want to talk about these questions? I just don't want to deal with freaking odds or bait or anybody like that. But basically, if you guys want to freaking have those guys on, count me out. But anyway, no worries.
I simply said my piece.
Do you want to answer some questions? Do you want to answer some questions? Some of these are like directed towards you. For example, B asks, "What is your favorite lolly?" Mr. Anime.
I'm here. Oh, I missed you. Hello. Oh my God. Never thought the day would come. Holy shit. Dude, why would you agree to do this shit for a second fucking time?
Why the fuck do you actually have a picture of me? I mean, Jesus Christ, can't you think of something original?
No. Dude, why would you do this for a second time? How'd you think this is like what the fuck, dude?
2 L's, my guy.
I'm not even asking to be that, you said you were threatened by me earlier. Like, I'm not trying to be like a bad guy or anything. Like, I'm seriously asking, dude.
Seriously, why am I actually looking at myself? I mean, basically, Jesus Christ, can't you actually at least change the picture to something else?
No. I mean, dude, this is the problem, is if it was my PFP, you would have left. I had to disguise myself.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think I can do the questions. I'm the freak out.
The questions are literally so easy, bro.
I'm so glad he asked me to this debate.
Dude, this is such bullshit. This is bullshit. Why would he Oh, what's up, Manic?
So, legit question for everyone here, for everyone in the chat, is this a W for Konosuke or for Mr. Anime?
Yeah, let me start a poll. Okay.
Dude, right. Go ahead.
Yeah, W for Konosuke, 2 L in chat for Mr. Anime 343.
3 for Grimsy.
Yeah, true.
He was so bad. He put his face as my profile picture. Like, what?
I'm genuinely surprised that in the last stream, his weird little fanfic about that fucking child was never brought up.
I didn't know about that either.
I didn't know anything.
Yeah, the fact that was like not there, I was like, holy shit, that's like a half hour's worth of shit, just like right there. How do they not know about that?
Dude, you know what's gonna happen now is he's gonna make an hour-long live stream about how you ruined his life and made him mentally ill and threatened him on video.
Probably.
Dude, how long was I in the call before he left? Like, I'm so bad, man. I wasn't even being mean. I was thinking, like, I had a couple of things I was going to say when I came in. It was either going to be like daddy's home, or I was going to like start saying I'm a federal agent and start listing numbers. But I don't even know, dude.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, bro.
People voted W Grimsy.
Oh, no.
It's because last spotlight. Well, no, because the last fucking stream was so wild. Like, I don't know why he would do this. Like, it's actually, if there are any A-logs watching, bro, A-log this, dude. It's actually, it'd be so entertaining, bro, because he's fucking crazy.
I didn't even ask him for this debate. He randomly commented on my video. Actually, you know, I'll send you the screenshot about that shit, too. He commented on my video. Yeah, and he was like, "Hey, listen, Mr. Anime here," and like as if I don't know who the fuck he is. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Anime here. I'd like to fucking debate you right here, and I'm like, fucking, I guess. sure. And I was like, if you want, of course, I can't be too surprised of him that he was like, I want to debate you, but if you want to debate me, talk to Manic. I'm like, motherfucker, you talk to me. You're an adult. Like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, if you guys can hear my fucking roommate screaming right now. So, like,
dude, was he listening to this whole thing?
No. He came in and was like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I'm about to scream at some asshole. Like, dude, I don't like, fuck, man. I just wish you would have stayed for like 5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, so now, let's call glitch poachers. Let's call glitch poachers.
I just want to hear what he has to say, man.
All right, we'll get the glitch poachers commentary. Yeah, call up that what is it? The group, the group chat with 3 of us. Yo. Yeah, dude. Okay, yeah, let me
Yeah, I didn't catch all of that. I've been working on a video, but well, from what I caught, that was so brutal, and it was definitely called for, in my opinion. So, Grimsy W.
I think it was my favorite part was it defeats the purpose.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad I was there for that. He like barely started to say that and then caught himself, and it's like, oh, it defeats the purpose if you don't know they're a child. Okay.
Oh man, fuck.
Oh yeah, that was so rough. And then the whole video game argument, because like I had to super chat and say like something about it, because it's like you can't compare like you doing a sexual act while watching sexual content to like you're playing a video game like on your keyboard and mouse. It's not like you're watching Doom speedruns while you're kicking your dog, right? It's not like the same kind of reinforcement.
Okay, but we did just get another Rumble rant over on Rumble. I don't know. Part of me is kind of glad we didn't have to switch over, but still, I think it would have been really funny. Month of June says, "I'm Junebug on YouTube. Hi, Manic." All right, thank you. Month of June, aka Junebug on Rumble. Let me check. Let me check how. Let me check if we have any more followers on the Rumble. Okay,
yeah, guys, if you want to see more Grimsy content, it's only available on Rumble now.
Yeah,
Rumble's just Grimsy.
Yeah. You know, make sure you catch that Rumble link of mine above the Twitter link, rumble.com/manic. That's oh man, dude. Okay, so should we do a call-in thing exclusive to Rumble? I feel like that'd be a fun little after party thing.
Do you want to? I don't care. I start up Fallout 3. I'm chilling. I'm down to talk till fucking. I'm down to talk till fucking 3 a.m. I don't care.
Oh, bet. Okay. Let me. Yeah, I'll open a StreamYard, so that means like anybody can join, and we don't have to mess with like stupid Discord crap.
Did you get banned at Grimsy? No, I had to private all my shit because I was getting mass flagged. I'm still unsure as to whether we're getting banned or not.
Yeah, that's.
But I'm on Rumble now, and I like it a lot more because I can literally just say whatever the fuck I want. And if you watch some of the videos on Rumble, you'll see that because it's fucking funny.
Yeah, make sure you follow the Rumble because exclusive content is coming.
Yeah, I was talking to Manic about this because Manic was telling me about this stream a little bit, and then he showed me, Grimsy, your video on Mr. Anime that's on Rumble.
Yeah.
Like, we were watching it together in Discord, and one of the things that I was saying is, like, I can definitely tell Grimsy likes it on Rumble.
Yeah. Yeah.
like the amount of energy, it's definitely, it's high entertainment for sure.
Yeah. Do you know who's flagging you? Yeah, it's Harlow Roblox. I don't know. Like, I literally still don't know why. I don't fucking know why. I literally called him gay 2 fucking years ago. I swear to God, if it was better, if it had more, like, if it was literally anything else, I would say it because at least maybe that'd be interesting or entertaining. It's actually because I called him gay 2 years ago. Mr. Anime's head wasn't in the A game. Dude, you're out of your mind. I don't think his head is ever in the A game.
Yeah, it was rough to watch the kind of fumbling And then there was the delay, like, and he wasn't catching on to the fact there was a delay, and he was getting upset with and he thought like you were trying to interrupt, and it's like, no, there's a delay.
Yeah. No, dude, I fucking forced him to fucking take a break because I swear to God he was gonna cry when I yelled at him. Like, it made me feel bad for a second, and then I remembered who I was talking to.
Yeah, it's what a stream.
Fuck, man. I just wish you would have stayed for like 5 minutes.
Okay. Do you guys want I don't know if he's like playing devil's advocate or want to debate another guy or on the pro Lolicon side. He said he's willing to do
2v1, yeah, dude.
He's willing to do 2v1.
I can debate this guy for 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
All right.
Wait, who is it? Is it like Grant or something?
No.
That's one of Mr. Anime's friends.
It's not one of his friends. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Hello.
Howdy.
What?
Good evening.
Hey, what's up, man?
Well, woke up from a nap, saw the debate going, tuned in. It was like, I could argue this better.
Well, that's the thing, dude, is like, when I did it, even the Lolicons, which they hate me, were like, this is a W for me. So I was surprised that he even wanted to do a second debate because it was a slaughter.
I mean, it's Mr. Anime, as he's previously said in the previous debates are not his forte, so the bar is not really that high for the Lolicons right now.
Well, that's the thing. Like, why don't we take some of these questions, and then I've got a couple interesting counterpoints to some of the earlier stuff that was brought up.
And also, just to like set the ground, are you like a Lolicon, or are you just like defending it?
I'd probably qualify. I am a fan of the body type, so.
Okay. All right, Manic, you want to read the questions?
Okay, okay. So if you want to add some more questions, if you go to the live chat, and then there should be the filters, top chat, live chat, and then questions. That's where I'm reading it from. So a lot of these are directed to Mr. Anime. I'm not sure if all of these are applicable.
I can answer them for him.
Yeah. B asks, what's your favorite Loli at Mr. Anime 343? Does that apply? I don't think. Can you answer on his behalf?
Geez, fave. Like, again, Rebecca kind of comes to mind, but I honestly haven't watched Cyberpunk yet. I got downloaded, but I'm still like, it's on my to watch list.
Okay. Do we want to make it a 2v2 right now?
Who else would you have?
Do we want? Yeah. Dude, everybody wants to call in right now. Everybody's hitting my DMs.
Let him in.
All right, hold up.
How long is this gonna last? I gotta wake up at 5 a.m. for work.
Oh shit. My bad.
I mean, like
I have class in the morning too.
Like, Megaman's definitely got it going, but at the same time, like, her age has varied pretty far over the course of Konosuba. So it's like, at what point did she was it okay?
All right, returning from the very first debate, the tomboy debate, we have Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger?
Yes.
I've fallen from grace.
Well, okay, wait. Hold on.
I've went anti-tomboy, and now I've went pro lolly.
What the fuck?
Let me turn you.
Well, how else do we even the playing field? We have to have two intellectuals versus two intellectuals.
Yeah, I'm an intellectual. Yeah.
Right? I mean, come on, like, we're debating, right?
Yeah.
Are my audio levels all right?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I'll turn you up just a little bit. Yeah, if anybody needs to be turned up, chat, just tell me. Just go at it. I'm probably just gonna.
I was about to say, I do have a quick question for the anti-lolly guys in here. What do you think should be the? Is it a legal thing or a moral thing?
Well, I mean, if you are talking about like the opinion of the government, it's obviously a moral thing, right? Legally, I think it's obviously a hard thing to crack down on, especially on the internet and shit like that. But right? I definitely think I wasn't. Yeah, I think that, like, if people are going out and doing it in the way that, like, for Mr. Anime, for example, is like he's devoted his life to it, and he's losing his fucking job of 11 years over it,
right? So he's
some legal shit should probably go in there, like, at least like on a watch list or something, dude.
Hey, well, so we saw societal issues with that, right? So it's like, yeah, it's frowned upon.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, here's the thing. If we're gonna get into, like, the kind of core of the issue, this is where I'd like to, like, if we look at legally, the age varies. Sometimes even as far as state to state, the acceptable age varies. So there's issues with that. Like, yes, there's, like, we could all probably agree that prepubescent is off limits.
Yeah.
As a
I think that
as a drawing or as the person,
like the real person, 100%, we can all agree that prepubescent is off limits.
Okay.
You know, one thing I very much heavily agree with Grimsey on, which he said in the previous debate, was that yes, it is not illegal. Although from a moral standpoint, I do agree with him saying that if you sit there and you watch Loli, especially as heavy as Mr. Anime does, you really should be like on a list. Because I agree with the statement that I think the possibility of you doing something.
That's the thing. Like, I'd like to circle to that later. I just want to tackle more of the biological aspect first and then get into kind of that social moral aspect in a bit, because there's a lot of double standards in that field that I'd want to point out and address. But here's the thing. So, and when it comes to post-pubescent, when a woman is of the age where she can biologically have children, what exactly is the determining factor that makes it okay versus not okay?
I mean, what do you mean? Like age?
Yeah. Like, we use age, but keep in mind, the development of the human female can actually be accelerated. Some girls develop earlier than others. We use age as an all-around number. But if we go back to, when the human lifespan was short, it was basically, she's had her first period, she's a woman now.
Yeah, but the whole thing about the age is that it's not about the physical part, it's all mental, right? The entire point of there being an age of consent is that they are mentally incapable of consenting, is the idea, right? Whether you agree with that or not is a different story.
But that's where we see now that women are claiming grooming into their 20s.
Well, obviously that's bullshit.
Well, no, but you say obviously, but if it's mental age, do we not have plenty of women of arguably adult age physically and by years, but mentally they probably should not be given the ability to choose their own partners?
What?
Do women ever really grow up, to be fair?
And obviously none.
Exactly. No, but that's exactly the point.
Well, I think that's kind of crazy. Like, you gotta admit, I mean, of course, if we can talk, why are we just talking about women too, right? You can talk about men as well. Think about whenever you were 14 versus whenever you were 18.
Lolicons only apply to women.
That's the thing. Like, we'll get into the male aspect in a bit, but like, if we're going to be talking about Loli, which is specifically women, then let's keep it focused around women for the moment, and then we can get into the male dynamic in a sec.
Yeah. But speaking of women, may I add a female lolicon?
You know what? I would love to hear a female's perspective on this shit. Yeah, I would love to.
Fuck it.
I have to listen to a woman.
Women scare me.
I don't know if I can do that.
Fucking Christ.
All right, this is Saturn. Shit. All right.
Are you a biological woman?
Yeah.
What?
That's the only kind of woman there is.
Based.
Streams about lolicon. Don't get me banned.
What? No, it's just a question.
I'll try really hard, Manic.
Okay.
I know you've seen my Discord server.
So can we get back to that question? So what exactly determines when a woman is capable of making her own actionable choices?
Some people in general are never able to make that choice. They'll just always be stupid.
So from a moral standpoint, if they are that stupid, then does that mean that morally they can never consent?
I just honestly couldn't care less. They're just gonna spiral.
Unfortunately, that's kind of what this debate is hinging on, so we kind of need to care about it, at least for the sake of the argument.
It's so hard to care about.
There are two other people that could answer it.
Well, I'm waiting for someone else to actually answer it.
I can't.
All right.
Muster enough care for stupid people.
So chat has been asking this of one particular person for quite a moment. What is all of your opinion on slavery?
Oh my God! Is chat talking about slavery again?
It's not related to the debate.
Dude,
fuck you. Let's see. Well, let's put it this way: we in society currently accept that criminals are not subject to having those same rights against slavery. So if you're okay with criminals doing unpaid labor, you're okay with slavery.
They do get paid. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they get paid $0.50 an hour.
There's a whole prison economy.
It's beyond cheap, and it's okay. Like, is someone who okay, but like if someone goes and works for sub minimum wage,
holy shit.
Like if someone goes and like they work for is the stream getting nuked?
No.
Sorry.
I think he said that for my comment.
My internet's just ass.
Yeah, but like here's the thing. So if someone is not legally allowed to work what is the legal minimum wage, is that not slavery, or is slavery strictly no pay?
I don't think slavery is being paid under minimum wage.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what if you're paid in room and board? Is that slavery?
Well, what if you're paid?
You're working for your house.
Because here's the thing. Like, if you're going to say that slavery doesn't count if you're paid in room and board, then America has never owned slaves.
At that point, you're just
to be fair,
working, just sitting there and live and survive. So it's like,
I thought you were using the prison argument, and I was going to go with the fact that it's an underinflated economy, and so like you get paid like $2 an hour, and then you go to the store and everything's like super cheap because it's already all government paid for. So you're just it's a part of the rehabilitation process for that. I think to try and use the prison system as an example isn't great, but also again. Even if we go further back, I don't know the living conditions of those people back then to then comment on like, oh no, you're being fine and you know your rights are not totally being trampled on right now. Just keep going because you're paying for your room and board, right? Because like you know.
I think you guys are the ones taking this question the most serious.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna say I don't give a shit, and it's probably fine. And see you guys. I gotta go. I gotta go fucking read. I gotta go read Hinduism or some shit.
Well, whoever's in your profile picture, whoever's in that man's profile picture, handsome, strapping, you'll find himself a beautiful, big-breasted woman as a wife soon.
No. So that's Mr. Anime 343. That's the reason why.
I know. Okay. I've been watching the entire time. No,
if we were going off of the prisoner argument, prisoners aren't people, so that doesn't really work.
Okay, and then as soon as they walk out of the prison, they're people again? Why does
it depends if they keep committing crime?
So that's the thing. So like slavery is okay so long as we don't categorize them as human. Okay. Figuring out where people stand on this.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense.
All right. I feel
you
like
didn't say that was a requisite.
I think it's implied.
I feel like
if we're at the point where like you get rights or you don't get rights based on whether or not you are categorized as human by the existing government.
How about we categorize it as if you commit felony or not?
Okay, but here's the thing. Who decides what's a felony or not?
I meant like things that we all agree are felonies, like murder.
Yeah, but we don't all agree on
but that's not how the system actually works.
Yeah, we don't all agree what murder is and like how far crime should go.
No, because there's plenty of people who would technically qualify as not human by that definition who've committed far less severe crime than people who are considered human.
True.
Okay, I feel like this conversation is going in circles.
That's going to go down weird, but yeah. Trying to ask about slavery. That's kind of our loose slavery thing. So,
I just want to say, I actually have to wake up at 5 a.m. for work, so I'm actually gonna have to take my leave here. So I do want to say, Manic, thank you for having me on here.
Yep. Yeah, thank you for being willing to debate.
God damn, it's like.
I know that the real debaters on it now. You guys come out, you guys all run like cowards.
All right, so I'll see you guys later.
All right, I have to wake up early too. We just did a little trolling at the end there.
Manic.
Dude, I was trying to push back Grimsy so hard, but like once I heard Mr. Anime was was coming, or Mr. Anime was about to leave, I was like,
Did
okay,
anyone
this is my
run
chance.
a counter on how many times he said basically? Can we get a count on
Okay,
that?
hold on.
All right. Yeah, wait.
Hold
There's a website where we can read like or like YouTube video transcripts. We might
Well, I was
be
going to
able
go
to
with more
use
of the fact of like.
It's like that guy that
he admits
Medicare
to having.
found.
I think the guy admits to having like multiple mental conditions. So I think to try and like make fun of that isn't okay. Come on, he's not here.
No, okay. But so here was one argument that I wanted to get pushback, and unfortunately, the counter argument guys have bounced. So this just gets to go through unopposed. But if we're going to talk about bad apples spoiling the barrel, and like how long before lolicons turn to actual children, there are far more examples of people staunchly in the anti-pedo market, the anti-lolly market, who have been found, oh, hey, they got a shit ton of pedophilia on their computer.
I mean, Mr. Anime tried to bring up the EDP thing, but like, obviously that probably got lost in the sauce. But yeah.
I remember hearing it.
Yeah. But okay. I'm gonna need wrap up everybody. I need to end the stream soon. This is a debate, not like a whole panel.
Words.
Sure.
I love you, Manic.
Okay, cool. Very cool. Okay, they're all gone. Thank you. Wait, hold on. Let me just thank you all for watching the shit show. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I will be streaming on Wednesday with Glitch Poachers. The stream is already scheduled. Yeah. Hope you'll have a good one. Yeah. Peace out.